Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. We'll be bringing raw and unfiltered energy for each movie and TV show that we will be reviewing. Just think of it as turning your movie group chat into a podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz.
I am Jason. And man, per usual, I got some house rules I want to run through with you. So let's get started. One, we will be spoiling this review. So if you haven't seen it, you haven't watched it, please stop, go check it out, and then come listen to this review. Number two, please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends know, let your church members know, let your family know what we are doing over here at the Was It Good Though podcast. Number three, have fun. We just kicking shit, having fun with my friends. That's what we do. And last but not least, this is not a kid-friendly podcast. So if you're watching with your kids, that's something on you that has nothing to do with us. Let's get to this review.
What you mean?
That sounds good. What's good, people? This is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz. They're going to probably try to request us to do TV shows soon since it's been a while. Since we haven't done one in a while.
I mean, we have something on the docket. We have a TV show on the docket, but like outside of that, I mean, it may be a minute. It might be a minute.
Echo.
Yeah, I think that was the last one. Or What If?
What If?
It may have been What If.
What If or Echo? Yeah.
What? Yeah. But
there's some stuff coming in June.
We got some stuff coming. We got some stuff coming, man. But episode 94, man. We brought our guy back again to get it in. So you will have to duke it out with Crystal. I'm just gonna tell you that now. I ain't say nothing. I ain't mentioned nothing. I ain't saying nothing. But that's between y'all. But Chris, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure as usual. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you, sir. Anything you want to promote, put it out there for the people today that you may be doing now?
Sure. Yeah. Of course, you can follow me at Twitter at Crystal Flair. I'm a little inconsistent on Instagram, but you can follow me there. I blog at Crazy Scary Cool. I'm writing a little bit more consistently, so it's a little bit more active. So yeah, like interact with me on any of those.
Got you. Well, Jazz, we're taking it back to the 90s. Almost to the 99 and the 2000, but not quite. A hood classic.
Yeah, some could say this probably inspired taking it to the 99 and 2000 Players Club. Yes, y'all. This was a classic. We was just like, we definitely have to review it. So I think this episode will be very interesting. And Chris, this was your first time watching fully this movie.
Right? That is correct. I had never seen it start to finish until I guess I finished it today. So this is my first time. So fresh watch.
Oh, this gonna be very, very interesting. For sure.
One thing I was yesterday years old, since that was not the first time I watched, but I hadn't watched in a while, and it was the first time I really peeped. I didn't know this was an Ice Cube written movie.
Listen, written, produced, and starred. So he did it before Tyler Perry, and he did it right.
It was interesting to see him write a movie for a woman's POV. That was interesting to see, because typically it's him as the leading character. Which, if I'm gonna make my own shit, why not make me be the leading person? But I kind of think back to the Cat Williams, where he brought up Ice Cube, and Ice Cube definitely has done a lot as far as putting those stepping stones, or putting different people out, or betting on a lot of different Black actors. As far as when it comes to his movies. So it was super dope to see, this is his second written movie. And he put a lot of people from the first movie into it, that's dope as well. But also just him putting people that for me, I hadn't seen on film or in TV before, so that was dope. And just to see where they are today, or even just during that time period, what they did afterwards, it was dope to see.
Yeah, because I would say, like, as I was watching this movie, I was just like, all right, he was in Friday. He was in Friday. I was like, damn, you just the whole pretty much like maybe 45% of the cast from Friday was definitely in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was a lot of familiar faces, and I was just like people I haven't seen in years, and I was just like, damn, because Players Club is one of the movies I haven't seen in a while. But looking at this movie today, and I'm gonna go to you on this first, Chris. Do you think a movie like this could be made today with obviously a lot of individuals on OnlyFans? And so we have TV series like P Valley that's very successful of the point of view and, you know, women in the strip club. So do you think like a movie like this could be created today?
Yeah, just if you're talking about just the strip club aspect, then yeah, I think it could. Just because strip clubs are still really popular. Like it could just be set Atlanta, Houston, Vegas. So I think it still could be popular. If you're just talking about that, then yeah.
You're not gonna put no strip clubs in Florida?
We know Orlando got some strict laws when it comes to strip clubs. Did you know that?
No, but
Oh,
please
so
educate us.
I want to say it's either they can't be topless or fully nude. But strip clubs personally aren't really my thing. So I haven't gone. But because like with Orlando being kind of like a family friendly city, I want to say they can't be fully nude. So typically, like people go either to Miami, um, like people who are the patrons or the strippers, or they go to like maybe like one of the surrounding cities. They might go up to Tampa, or they might go I think Sanford, I think doesn't have those same laws, but yeah, it's pretty limiting in Orlando. So I've heard that they don't make as much money here. And the dudes, and I guess the ladies that go don't have as good of a time because of those limitations.
Okay.
Sound like if we don't want to go in Orlando, you know all the spots to go to that's in the surrounding
Yeah.
areas. But I'm the same exact way. I'm not really into the whole stripper thing, but it's more so because I'm just super personal when it comes to it. Like one year I did, I think my 25th birthday, I think my cousin bought me a lap dance. So, you know, shorty, she took me up, you know, to the room and whatnot. It was cool, you know, cool. But it's just like it's almost like if you was like with a homegirl or something, and she, you know, just dancing and y'all just talking. It's just like I'm not really into it. I don't get it.
Mhm,
And if I could have it in my house where I can, you know, go all the way,
mhm.
I'm more into that opportunity than at the strip club, personally.
Hold up. You said kind of like a homegirl.
Yeah, that's what
Homegirl
it feel
be
like. That's what it feel like to
grind
me.
homegirl half naked grinding on you in the club.
Yeah,
You got
literally in the
homegirls that do that?
Right. What?
And that
that sound
sounds a
like
little
that
bit
sound
more like a homegirl, like a friend with benefit, maybe.
it's never done anything. It's just shit. It's not saying like she is full naked, but you never been out to the club with your homegirls and they dancing and you dance with your homegirl?
Not like
But this is a
twerking, but yeah.
stripper,
Twerk.
Jason.
I say it's twerking. It is twerking. You can slap on the asses. Y'all just having a good time. I'm not groping her in, you know what I'm saying? That
Nah, I've never done that with a homegirl. Typically, like,
look, I'm just saying, look, when you okay, so look,
mhm.
when I'm out, I like to have fun. Jazz has been out with me before. You've been out with me before
Yeah,
too,
yeah, we've
Chris.
been out. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Not like
like,
that. But no
not
ass
like
shaking.
no. See, okay, so and you're right. In that situation, it wasn't. Which I was just like, dang, why the girls ain't shaking ass?
Oh, you was disappointed.
I want they doing a pretty they doing a pretty girl dance in the chair, rock swaying left and right. I'm like, damn, I'm up in this bitch dancing by myself, literally.
Yeah, I like your homegirls then, dog, because I ain't never heard that to be well. mm,
It's like I mean, it's just a dance. It's nothing. It's
yeah.
not like it's nothing too crazy, nothing too extravagant. I'm not grabbing. I'm not, you know, I'm not in her. I'm not in her ear. I'm not putting the phone on her or nothing. Yeah, you just having a good time.
So you be in the club grinding. Your homegirls be grinding on you, is what you're saying, Jason.
It's happened. Yeah.
Chris, you and your homegirls be grinding in the club.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think that's ever happened.
Okay.
Wait, so wait, so Jazz, you telling me if you was in the club, you want to slow dance to Chris?
No, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that'd
slow
be kind of
dance with either
awkward.
one of y'all.
Yeah, it would be a little
Why?
awkward.
Why?
Nah, because I would see y'all like as my brothers. I'm not dancing with my
You
brother
could
in the club, and it's
Yeah.
niggas in
what?
here. I'm dancing with one of them niggas.
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
that
You're
would
gonna
feel
be
like a
sick.
waste of time
No,
with all due respect.
I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to in 2024. The next time we go out, you better. I want to see you dance on a nigga. I want to see you get it in.
Jazz, I'll
It,
put you on a nigga. I told you last time we went out, like I'll put you on.
Chris, there was nobody there.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. It was
Chris,
it was
there was a
nobody.
lot of
Nobody. It
people.
was nobody that she wanted.
Well,
right?
yeah,
And see,
Like
and
we
that's a
need.
and that's gonna be jazz. That's gonna be jazz cop out every time. It wasn't nobody I
Mhm.
seen. It wasn't what
Jason,
I
trust
wanted.
me, trust me. There was nobody there.
This nigga here, man.
Chris Wilder. I'm just saying. But obviously, in this opening scene, we have, like you mentioned, Jason, we're hearing the story from a woman's point of view, which is Diamond, Lisa Ray, her character. And we kind of see where she is at the current date, and we get a flashback. Jason, because I know we all know you hate those. There was no issue with the flashbacks in this, right? Since the entire movie just stayed in the past.
No, it wasn't. It was. I wasn't. I wasn't against the story, but I mean, I guess that allows for her to be able to narrate, which I didn't really love. But yeah, it made sense.
Why didn't you like it?
Her narrations,
Right.
because it was too much like Craig and Friday.
They must have had the same writer.
Girl,
But it was Chris, with
Mhm.
watching this, because I know that you mentioned that you didn't really get to see it all the way through. So getting introduced to Diamond and seeing where she started
Mhm.
and how she was pretty much narrating through starting with the club, getting kicked out of her parents' house because obviously she doesn't have a good relationship with her father.
Mhm.
And he was trying to control her where she was going to go. She was like, nah, fuck you. Me and my baby daddy about to get up in this crib. And he left. And then she was just like, I'm just going to handle it on myself. And so we see her being introduced to Ronnie and Trixie. What was your thoughts of these two characters at this point in time when they were pretty much telling Diamond about the club?
They felt a little shaky. I wasn't expecting, I know we'll get into it later, but they seemed a little bit shaky. Even their introduction was very condescending and arrogant. So that would have rubbed me the wrong way. So I know it needed uh if I'm Diamond, I'm not sure if I would have been like enticed to want to work where they were working based on their introduction. They kind of just called her broke, pretty much. They just was like, you broke, this job is trash. Like what we doing is better. Like if I'm in her position, I'm not sure if that's what I would have wanted to hear to go want to be at the place that they at. So that right there kind of was like I was a little iffy on them. They felt like they was kind of rude too when they was in that shoe store. So like everything about that introduction was just like I was already like they were behind the eight ball for me in terms of liking their characters.
Okay, I definitely understand that. Jason, what were your thoughts on these two ladies?
um, I mean, sort of going on with what Chris said. You can see they were. It seemed like they were probably veterans of the game at that point. But to me, it felt like that was out recruiting women anyway. Like I feel like that was out. I don't know if that was intentional, but it's just like shoot, they see a pretty face, or maybe, and just based on how the story went, Ronnie wanted her, so it was more of a shit. Let me that I get her close to me. I could probably land her. You know what I mean? But then
Yeah,
put her into the game, and then her being trying to be Ace Boone Coon super close with her. It's her trying to teach her the game and learn her and grow up, groom her, essentially.
yeah, and that's definitely the vibes that I got from Ronnie, because I'm just sitting here like, all right, so obviously we see as she's Diamond telling us the story, they was cool at first, and then Diamond's like, I went into the club as a girl and left out a woman. she bump into them and they over here like being real aggressive and having like an attitude towards her. So obviously I feel like that scene kind of lets you know, okay, something must have happened between them. And it had been 4 years. Everything was good. Diamond was like, I'm making my money, about to graduate from school, so I can go ahead and quit the club. She kind of had the same path that what's our girl from P Valley?
K Michelle.
What? No.
Oh.
Our main character, who mama took her money.
You talking Mercedes?
Yes. You know her name. But to where she's just like, I'm trying to save this money up so I can get out of the club. And Diamond was like, had no drama. But of course, her favorite young cousin come through, Ebony. We familiar where we see Ebony from. Well, actually, no. We know like her storyline because the cousin that comes in moves in because Soul Food was dropped the year before this. Yes. Don't let no family come to your house and stay with you, especially if it's that cousin that's a question mark. Yeah.
But I mean, but she didn't have a man living with her, so I don't think that would have mattered anyway. It shouldn't have mattered anyway.
I wouldn't have let her come and stay with me.
Why? It's your favorite cousin?
Look, I can love you from a distance. Chris, what were your thoughts of Ebony when she gets introduced?
I didn't initially have any issues with Ebony, but I think that the way that she was introduced into Diamond's life was wrong. I think that should have been, mom should have had a conversation with Diamond, and I think she alluded to that later, that's something like if someone is just like moving in with you, that's a big deal. It'll be different even if somebody is just stopping by to stay the night. Like, don't just invite somebody to my house, let alone if someone who is 18. And I think they said like keep her out of trouble, so implying that she's been kind of like a wild child. So that's definitely a conversation that mom and Diamond should have had, and especially since she has a young child too. So that's not something that you just like drop in on somebody. So mom was really out of line at this point. I didn't like, Ebony is just like, a girl trying to find herself. So I ain't have no issues with her, but mom was for sure out of line.
Jason, when you saw Lance get introduced to Ebony on your first watch, did you think anything was going to happen between them?
My first watch when I was 8.
Yes, when you were 8, Jason. Go back to those years.
I don't know what I thought. I don't know what I thought at that point.
Your 8-year-old mind wasn't like, I can't trust him.
Shit, I don't know. My life is probably as chaotic as this movie was. I was like, oh, okay, it happens to other people too. But no, I didn't. I wasn't
Spider-Man meme.
Oh, but
But we pretty much see like Diamond introduces her to the club. Ebony's working there. Already, it's like, okay, this is not gonna pan out well because she's trying to get ready for finals. She in her school business, and Ebony's over here getting MIA, not coming home at night, causing all kind of trouble. Mia was wilding. Mia was wilding for real. So
what you doing is you kind of moving reckless. You don't know nobody. Now you tied in with bitches that ain't good bitches. Like, what is you doing, bitch? Like, and like, no, Ebony was reckless. Ebony was reckless, but I also feel like I wish I would have given more background on her character, because it was like, was she sheltered and then she just came, like that college student, that high school student that was super protected, super quiet. They got to college and just like, I don't have they don't got a curfew. They just there and that bitch just living.
I think Ebony was just always in some shit.
I don't think she kind of busy, like just a busy guy, just always into some shit.
Right, like she was at, because even Diamond was just like, I knew you was a hoe. So like, Ebony was in these streets. I'm just saying. I don't think she was all that sheltered.
But I mean, maybe it was she didn't know, but it was like, I think, you know what I mean? Like you had a thought on, how she was. And maybe that was the detail, but there should have been a little bit more backstory on Ebony.
So let me ask you this, since we're here. I'm gonna go to you first, Jason. If you got a crib with your girl, y'all been together for 2 years, and your cousin asks to come stay with you, and you know he that whole ass cousin, trifling ass nigga, like, would you let him stay with you?
So I got a kid, right? Because she had a kid. They had a kid.
Yeah.
It'll probably be no because of the kid, not because of I'm worried about the woman I'm with doing something with him. That'll be the reason. And like it's just like when you have a house and you start intermingling certain like people in the house and stuff like that, it a lot of times it don't go the way you think, and then you gotta know who this person is, personality, the type of shit they're gonna be into, because then you in their house, now you gotta follow their rules.
Right.
So how is that gonna go? And I'm telling you, hey, you can't just leave up out of here, exit all types of times of the night. My kids are here, my girl here. You ain't finna bring nobody in my house. You know what I mean? So I probably would like, nah, they can't in that situation. You know how I feel about that.
Right. What about you, Chris?
Just like what Jason said, using Diamond's example, I mean, I don't have any kids in real life, but if I did have a kid like Diamond, then yeah, you just can't let everybody be around your kid. I feel like with Diamond, I think that is going back to us thinking that she was a hoe. I think it's one of those things that like that she wasn't sure about, but she suspected, but I think she was just trying to do a solid. But like if I had like if it was just me and my girl and like I had like the wild trifling cousin, I still probably wouldn't let him stay, to be honest with you, because like one, you can't, like Jason said, you can't let everybody in your house, and you just can't let everybody like messing up the energy. So if I know that he might do something trifling, like I'm not gonna intentionally bring that into the house, or it might just be like a very temporary, like maybe staying for like 1 to 3 days. But
A
if I know,
weekend, a
yeah,
weekend, I would be cool with.
yeah,
An extended period of time, hell no.
yeah, you can't
I'm
let
coming
everybody in
home.
your crib.
I'm leaving you at the house. I'm coming. I'm not worried about my girl. I'm never gonna be worried about the person I'm with, because if I wouldn't be
Mm,
with this person. So
mm,
that wouldn't be an issue. But this
mhm,
motherfucker in my space, because I want to walk around with my dick out. Like, I don't need you in my house. Like, I want her to walk around her shit out. I want to, you know what
mhm,
I mean? I might just want to eat one morning, and you right here in the
mhm,
kitchen eating all my food. Like, I'm trying to eat her. You in my kitchen at my table. I can't do what I need to do. Like, no, we no, yeah, that's just, you know what I'm saying? You already got in it. Then they talk about adding the kids to the equation. You already some shit you can't.
yeah.
You already limited to what you can do
Mhm.
at the room. Kid beating on the door while y'all in there. Like, what is you doing?
Jazz, what about you? You letting the trifling cousin stay? Kid or no
No,
kid? No.
no. I'm not letting him stay with a kid and no man. Like, if it's just me, I'm not letting him stay. House could be empty as hell. No, absolutely not.
Hey,
I'll be protecting my peace like at such a high level. So
I feel that. One thing that like, because I guess we kind of hear one thing that watching it, if Diamond is supposed to be watching Ebony, why did she introduce her to the Players Club to begin with? Like, I know that's
so
her
she
job, but like, still, but like, because she acknowledged by that point that there was a lot of bullshit at the Players Club and that the situation for Ronnie, I think, had already happened. If you're supposed to be keeping her out of trouble, why even introduce her to that? That was
because
like the biggest question.
maybe it could have been a situation of like, if she's at work with me, we got the same hours. I know she's not at the house with my man.
I
That
mean,
might have been what Diamond was thinking.
but even with that though, if you got to worry that much about leaving her with your man, why even keep her there? You know what I'm saying? Why not just get her another job? You know what I'm saying? Or like, or just like what Jason was saying, if you got to worry that much, like why even like be in that position where she with her man, or even why she with having this person in the crib? Like that to me was a little bit of a plot hole, a little bit, or maybe just like something just to push the plot forward, because it that just didn't know don't make no sense to me. Like just imagine I'm trying to keep my little cousin out of trouble, and I introduce him to the drug game. That don't make no sense. Like that
But
makes
wait,
no sense.
but
You know
Chris,
what I mean?
if you in a drug game too, and they're with you when you go out on parole or doing drug deals, you're watching them, but you having them in a dangerous environment.
That's negligent at best.
Nobody's perfect. Players fuck
That's,
up too.
I mean, if that's the case, then Ebony don't need to be staying with Diamond.
it
if these
wasn't
are the
a
kind of decisions that
it
she made.
wasn't a horrible thing, but like I get you at the same exact time because it had been 4 years and she had already been through the bullshit, so she
Yeah.
knew what it
Right.
was. And I feel like it's like, well, some people, some people don't like people to come onto their job because they like you using me as a reference. But
Mm-hmm.
15 years ago, that was not an issue. You get a job, you enjoy the job, you more than likely gonna tell your friends, hey, you need a job, come.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's 24, 23, 24, she's in
Something like
college.
that.
Why wouldn't you tell your cousin, hey, I know it, you need to get you here. How you gonna survive? Because you gotta figure out something. I got a job. You wanna throw some ass? Let's go. We can go
My
throw some
nigga,
ass.
my nigga, you do that if you were a server at a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? If you're in an office, you'd be like, I got you. Not like it's, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with stripping, but it's like the fact that she established there was some bullshit and I'm trying to keep her out of trouble. She just like that just didn't make sense to me. I feel y'all if she trying to keep her like watch her, but I mean, as we saw, that shit, I mean, that didn't work, respectfully. And
It
what was
probably
wild
was
to me, so
it,
what?
pro- it probably was the easiest way to watch it too, though. Like her being at that club at night,
Right.
as a because you're at the club, but then it's at nighttime, so she's not roaming the streets at that time. More than likely, she gonna be asleep during the day anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it made more sense if that's what she was doing. But I mean, I feel like it was she had a cute cousin. She can. Did we ever see Ebony dance at any point in this movie?
Nah, I don't think so. Nah.
Damn,
They
I
talked
mean,
about her
hey,
dancing, but they didn't actually show it.
she ain't throw no ass.
Nah, she didn't.
God damn.
Nah. But she must have
You
Damn.
been
was
good because they kept getting her to the back
Jazz.
parties.
you was not about
Jazz.
to get me out here dancing.
Jazz, if you was a stripper, would you rather dance at the Pynk or at the Players Club?
The Pynk. I'm definitely going to the Pynk.
They both raggedy and run down. What
They are.
what influenced your decision? Because they ain't got no money over there
Because
neither.
I feel like, but hold on, hear me out. I feel like if I can get me a solid, dependable guy from the Pink, he gonna take me to go get me a bomb ass meal. Cause we in Mississippi, isn't that where they were at?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he
Yeah.
gonna let me know what a
Was
good
it?
food at.
Where was this movie at?
I was gonna ask y'all. I don't know. I don't think it was the West Coast.
Uh,
It
I
was
don't
in
think
the,
it was up
it
north.
was in the South. I think
Yeah.
it was in the South for sure. Because she
because
wanted to go.
Vala was from Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe somewhere
Yeah.
like St. Louis or somewhere, maybe Memphis. It kind of gave me those kind of vibes.
Hey, chill out. But nah, it wasn't in
Oh,
either.
what you mean?
It wasn't in Memphis or St. Louis though. I know it wasn't there because St. Louis was from St. Louis, so it wasn't there.
You're right. That wouldn't make sense, but I don't know. It kind of gave Memphis vibes, dog, or maybe like I'm just saying, bro. It
They
kind of
may have
gave me
I
been.
those
mean,
vibes,
Terrence
They may.
Howard was in this movie.
Don't
and they did
disrespect
say
me
Maine,
Maine a
like
couple
that.
times.
Don't disrespect me like that.
Maine.
Hey, he probably got that picked that shit up from St. Louis and he just ran off with it.
Oh, that ain't a Memphis thing.
It is, but I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
St. Louis, the guy that was in the movie, he kept saying that.
Oh. We
And
talking about
after
Memphis.
that, that's exactly how Terrence Howard talk now. And whenever he talk, he sound like St. Louis.
Hey man, maybe.
I'm
But
just say Terrence Howard and Eddie Murphy, they love playing villains, man. They love playing villains, especially the early part of their career. They were getting typecast.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
Charlie Murphy or Eddie Murphy?
Charlie Murphy, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
okay.
say
I
Eddie.
was like Eddie in this movie. I was like, hold on.
Yeah, Charlie.
Yeah. He did good as a villain.
He did.
Rest
I
in
mean,
peace.
there was definitely a RIP. We had a lot of individuals in this movie that are no longer with us, and of
I know.
course
A
Bernie
lot
Mac.
of them. A lot of
Yeah.
them.
So, Chris, what did you think about Dollar Bill, aka Bernie Mac's character in this movie?
I mean, Bernie, that guy, man. Like, rest in peace. I mean, he was funny, man. Bernie, I mean, this is like Bernie, like at his prime, like right before Kings of Comedy. So this is like, he funny as hell. I liked his character. I guess like I'm a little stickler with tone sometimes. So like sometimes like things felt a little bit out of place in terms of the movie, but his character, I enjoyed the movie. Like I enjoyed his character, but the tone just felt like he was the comedic relief, but I wasn't sure if this was a serious movie, a comedy at times, but him himself was good though.
I think they
Right.
have a
I think they were trying to balance it out a little bit. As far as with the tone. Because I mean you had serious stuff that was going on to the lead, but then of course she would even go into something that may be funny. Then you know, I think Bernie Mac was the main in the beginning. Then I think they switched it from him to Jamie Foxx character.
Yeah,
as far as that comedic relief within the movie.
And I think that comedy and drama could have worked for me, if not until the end. That's when, like, just looking at the whole movie, that's just why, like, the balance, like, was a little bit off, because it got, like, really serious. I'm cool with funny and serious, but, like, just seeing that end, it was like, oh, okay, wow. Shit really turned up. But yeah, I like Murray though.
Yeah. Jason, what do you think about the obstacles that Dollar Bill had to go through? He said, I ain't paying them country boys nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
It's gonna be trouble.
That's typically how the owners are. Like they borrow all this money, then they don't want to pay it back. He was moving the way he felt was best for him at that club. Like he knew he owed them, so he had all these different secret passageways and secret ways he can get into work and hide the car and shit like that until they ran out. So yeah, man, he knew what he owed, and I think he was keeping up with the money as well. And it was just like, bro, why are you sitting on the money? Like, just pay the people back. They looking to kill you.
So he did have it?
Yeah. I feel like he had that money. He just was like not trying to pay them.
Oh, I was thinking, I was gonna ask that. I was thinking maybe he just didn't have it, because I just don't know why he would play with his life then. So he just stingy. He just didn't want to pay back.
He was like Smokey in Friday, you know, taking it serious. Like, you got this money. It was only $200 for Smokey, but you got this money and you playing with your life. Like
yeah. But it's funny because Jason, you mentioned an Ebony dance, but you obviously got a dance from Diamond. Excuse me. What did you think about Diamond's solo performance, Jason?
With Myron or on the stage, her first song?
On the stage. So no, not with Myron. I tell him I don't care about that shit. Like he fell in love that day.
Well, she danced to I think to one of the best R&B songs ever in the world. But it's like, damn, that's. But of all the songs, that's one of the songs where you'd be like, damn, who is he talking to? You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I was like, damn. And which made me think, Jazz, if you was a stripper, what would be your song?
Oh.
What you throwing ass to?
I wish you would have prepared me for this question.
No.
Is anybody else going to be able to answer, or is it just me? Am I
the only one stripping? We not stripping.
But Jazz is into strippers, men strippers. So Chris, you may have So Jazz, what is? See, it's different because I don't really just hear about women going to see strippers like that, but we got Jazz around. Yeah. She wanted to
look in college every third Sunday in Charlotte.
Jazz
you for real?
Jazz knew the day. Jazz knew the day. She had
every Sunday. Like me and my homegirls, like we would go from Greensboro to Charlotte, spend a weekend in Charlotte, and we would go see the fellas.
I didn't even know there was a male strip club in Charlotte.
It's not. It's a female strip club, but the men dance on Sundays.
Hey, Jazz up in there going. What's to go see her? What's her name? Shit. What's this show with Eva on it? Eva. Damn, she was on American Next Top Model.
All the King's Men.
All the King's Men.
That Tyler Perry shit.
Yeah, that was Jazz. Jazz at the club going to see these men, these big buff ass dudes.
I don't know any reference to that show, so I have no idea how.
It's just she's just the one that runs the club, and it's just men. They come in and they dance. They were dancing every night though.
Yeah, it was those days. I don't know what my song would be. Actually, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say a Weeknd song.
I knew it. I
Outside.
knew it.
Yeah,
I literally was finna say it cannot be a Weekend song, bro. What kind of shit? That's some y'all some weird ass niggas.
No, no,
Man.
no, no. He got a couple songs like maybe
He got
if
some
you get slow with it, like
songs.
What You Need. Like, nah, you could definitely get like seductive with that.
I don't want to
Like
see that
slow and
shit.
seductive, like a snake.
Chris, if you was a stripper, Chris, what would be your stripper song?
Like a male stripper. Or
Nah,
like
if you was a female,
Right,
nigga, come on,
right.
bro, come on, bro.
well, I don't know. We talking about male strippers. I ain't know like where we going with this. If I would say
if you were a stripper, yeah, if you was a male stripper,
I was a man. What so you mean as a woman? What would I do?
No, you're a man stripping.
you're a man and
As
you
a
stripping.
Not a woman.
if as a nigga stripping. Oh man, that's a as a
You
nigga.
nigga, man.
What would
This thing.
as a
I
nigga?
said,
That's a
put
wild
myself in
question.
a woman's body. What would
I
I
didn't know where that was going, y'all, because that's two different
Yeah.
answers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because like, nah, because if I was a woman, then yeah, we'd be like shaking ass. But as a man, like
Now
that's
I wonder, like, if you was in a woman's body, what would your song be?
What would
I
it
mean,
be?
fuck yeah, I don't know, maybe like Freak Like Me, maybe. Dina Howe, that's my shit, y'all. Or maybe Partition by Beyonce. That's my shit. I ain't even
You
gonna lie.
love that song.
That's
You
my
really
shit.
love that
That's my
song.
Hey,
shit.
that's Chris's song, whether if he's a man or a woman.
Yeah, that's my
Like,
shit. Hey, nah, matter of fact, that might be my choice, like either gender, man or woman. Like I'm
Oh
not
man.
partitioning.
I think mine would be Bitches Love Me with Lil
Oh,
Wayne and
Wayne.
Drake and
Mm,
Future.
okay.
Man or woman.
Is that like a strip song though? That's like a
it's not.
okay,
It
yeah, ain't no
is.
strip
What you
song.
mean?
Huh?
What
It's
you
so
mean?
aggressive.
What you
Like,
mean? I'm gonna really be throwing ass to it. I know them bitches love me. Yeah. Look at that fan. Look at that bitch ass nigga. Yo, I'm in that bitch.
so you gonna be calling the people that you dancing on bitches in their face? Like
Yes,
you
I'm a be yes. I'm gonna be in that bitch just like Ronnie was. Listen up, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that thing was funny as fuck. That was funny.
Yes. Wait. So you don't go into the room demanding jazz?
Whoa, we not talking about me. We not talking about me.
We asking though, because you said disrespected. Yes, I'm
No,
disrespecting you. This is my house. You do what I say.
I'm not gonna argue that. I agree. I agree with your point. But yes, Ronnie came, she was pretty much showing like because Ebony was her
You call her protege?
protege, yes. Protege, excuse me. And so like Ebony I don't think Ebony had the personality for that kind of life that Ronnie was doing. Because Ronnie over here, she's going to these parties. She's getting all this stuff set up. Like you got a room full of police, white police, and you just like got them bent over. I'm black and I'm proud. Would y'all if y'all were having like fellas coming over, would y'all have Ronnie come over and do the same kind of stunt? I'm gonna go to you first, Chris. You wouldn't bend over and be like, I'm black and I'm proud.
No. You asked me if I would get paddled by Ronnie?
Yeah.
Hell no.
What about Sydney Sweeney?
Here you go. But you've been drinking a lot of milk too though lately. You've been on that milk.
Tiana Paris.
Okay.
Look,
She changed the subject.
She trying to beat the allegations.
The subject quick. And she changed it quick. Yeah, I've been seeing you. I've been watching you. You've been on that milk.
She copied, please.
Chill out. I ain't copying nothing. I'm just asking, like, if it was Tiana Paris.
It could be whoever. It could be Tiana. It could be Sydney. It could be.
So it doesn't even matter who it is.
No, I'm not getting paddled. That looks terrible.
Oh, so you would say no, regardless of who it is.
No, it's not about who it is. I just don't want to get paddled. Like bent over and paddled. That don't look fun. Yeah, because Ronnie's like she's a pretty lady. I mean, she's wild in the movie, but like she's pretty. So it's not a looks thing.
Okay, Jason, what about you?
Yes.
You get paddled.
Yeah, I'm not with the I'm black and I'm proud thing. We got to get another kind of speech, but outside of that, yeah, she can take me to town a little bit. You know what I mean? I want my turn too. I'm on my swing. I'm gonna be like Sid, like Stu and Billy. It's my turn. It's my turn. Let me get a turn.
Ooh. Okay. Y'all
Jazz.
on opposite sides.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm good on that. You can have all of that. And them dudes were excited too. They were looking forward to it.
So if you had your male stripper, at one of your homegirls' bachelor parties,
Yes.
you can say your closest.
Oh, you
You
finishing the question.
Oh, you already answered it.
I did. But go ahead, just in case if nobody knows where you were going.
No, we just put you in the same situation. We flip the roles. Would you let a young man spank you in front of the girls?
Yeah. Yep.
I figured.
Would you spank a dude?
Of
Would you be
course you
honest?
would.
Absolutely.
Oh, you would?
Yo,
Oh, absolutely.
Jazz
I wouldn't be
carried.
like black and I'm proud.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that
sure.
was kind of
I
wild.
would have
Yeah,
him
that was
saying something
wild.
else.
Jazz
I don't
carried
know what
two. I'm pretty sure Jazz carries 2 suitcases with her for every trip. One of them for her dominatrix shit, and the other one with her clothes in it.
This is a lie. Jason likes to fabricate a lot on this episode or this podcast.
What if I fabricated? What if I fabricated?
Nigga, when you try to come me crazy talking about Jazz like Tomb Raider out here, just running through like, yo, I remember I was
That's
just
not
like,
true?
yo, I don't know where that even came from. That was a crazy ass shot.
Oh, I thought that was true.
See what you're lying
Well,
to?
nah,
So,
I mean,
so wait. So Jazz, you don't tie men up?
No.
Would you?
Yes.
Wait, you've never tied a man up?
You just asked me 2 different questions, and I don't understand how either question. I don't understand how either question.
I said you don't be tying men up, and then I
And
asked
then you
you,
said,
you've
"Have you
never
ever?" These are two different
so
questions.
it was one time.
Jazz. You know what he was
Why are we
saying, though,
here?
Jazz.
It was so it was one time.
What he
So
was saying.
was it one time?
Sure.
That you beat him? Did you beat on him?
Wait, like what?
Did you beat on him a little bit?
That sounds crazy. What is that? I don't even know what that means. Like,
What
use
you
an
mean?
object or like my hand?
Both.
Yikes! I shouldn't even give you the options. I only use one option. I'm not gonna say which one.
Mm-hmm.
So you really done this? Like you really have been a dominatrix?
I think
I wouldn't even go that far.
Jazz got like one of them little springs.
Nah.
You can put.
Jason exaggerates.
She got one of them a spring you can like put under any type of bed, so that way you can tie them even if there's no. Because every bed ain't got a thing on it, but that little thing, that little bed stretcher is like I call it the Jesus. Just tie a nigga up.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Jason sounds like he's done this so many times.
Jason,
But you're not asking him no questions.
Jason,
you got tied up, my nigga.
I have a real deep fear of being strapped down. Like if I don't like not being in control, so that's why I haven't.
Like you seen Gerald's Game? Have y'all reviewed Gerald's Game? Or that's another podcast.
I know what it is, but I know what it is.
Never mind. It was another podcast.
Mixed up. That's crazy.
I know. Because listen, I just watch a lot. I watch a lot.
Go ahead, lie.
Lie about what? No, I get it. I got it mixed up. I think it was another one. But yeah, that was kind of wild. Like getting tied up and getting left there.
Died? Yeah, I have a. Well, he died, right?
And
she was that somebody broke into the house.
It would. Do you want me to spoil it?
Is that it? I mean, I'm saying, is that it? Like some?
No.
Was she okay? There's 2 movies. There's another one where the lady gets tied down. The husband has like a heart attack, and somebody breaks into the house at the same exact time.
Same movie.
Oh, so yeah, that is okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm saying, do you want me to because okay. If you watch it, you'll see why. Like
it's one of them. There's a psychological thriller too, though. Is it? It's like, oh shit, never mind.
It's same film. It's like horror psychological. It's just like what you seeing. Like if you keep watching, you'll see like what's really going on.
Got you. Yeah,
but yes, Players Club and off of getting tied up. So obviously, we see a upcoming conflict. We see the origins of upcoming conflict. We have Ebony in the club, drunk, and she over here sitting beside Ice Cube and his homeboy,
Clyde.
who were in the club looking for a dollar bill. And we see a seed being planted. And I'm not even gonna lie, like when I saw this scene, if I can remember when I first watched this, because this movie obviously dropped in the 90s, I didn't think it was going to go down that road. I thought that was just one of them scenes of like, all right, Ebony gotta relax because sis was about to be, I mean, they was definitely gonna run the train on it. They had already said that. Mm-hmm. Chris, when you saw Diamond roll up, take her out the car, like how did you feel about this scene of like what could have happened to Ebony?
Well, we knew, what was gonna happen. She did offer, implied that like she was gonna prostitute herself. She did, but that was likely the alcohol talking. But she obviously couldn't consent with her being that drunk. So even though she said that, we can't take that for seriously. So I'm glad Diamond came when she did, but I think it, really showed Ebony's recklessness and possibly her age. I think she's 18. Did I make that up? Is she 18? I thought that was said. But she's really young, so I think she showed her age, her how naive she is, and just being reckless. And Diamond definitely saved her from being assaulted.
Right. And then in this scene, we pretty much get a flashback of what happened to Diamond between her and Ronnie. Like, Jason, what do you think about this flashback?
So I'm pretty sure they or I don't know if she heard or she got the story directly from Ronnie herself. But she kind of threw it into Diamond's face, like, we know how you get down. She was like, what the fuck that's supposed to mean? She walks off, and then, you get the flashback, her thinking back to that time when Ronnie took advantage of her when she was just shit-faced drunk, which it made sense as to why she doesn't drink anymore, because it was just like, nah, it's just best for me to be in control of the situation. So it was interesting to see, seeing Friday, then seeing this, like I said, just seeing it's almost like a contrast into the difference. I mean, I guess it's a different struggle for each person. Because Craig was at home. He lost his job, so he has to figure out trying to get through the day with his homeboy who living this street life, but he not really a street person. You know what I'm saying? So now you got the girl who not really. I don't want to say being a stripper is a street life, but it is it's a fast hustle in a different type of kind. And you're dealing with a lot of, I know you're being sexualized, of course. You're dealing with the male gaze, you're dealing with so many different things when it comes to it. So just seeing her try to balance her life, and it's more so because she just couldn't afford everything, and this was a quick way to bring in some money for her to continue to just finance her life. She had to do what she had to do within that situation. So now it was just interesting to see that on both sides of that, but then just watching the struggles that she had to go through and continue to move or press forward even throughout that. So
yeah, because obviously we see Trixie and Ronnie still coming at her crazy, saying disrespectful things to her, over here trying to bring Ebony with them to where Ebony don't even try to listen to Diamond, trying to turn her against her cousin. And so you pretty much see that. Chris, do you think, like, looking at the scenes leading up to Junior's bachelor party of seeing Ronnie and Ebony, like, do you think that Ronnie had her eye on Ebony like she had her eye on Diamond?
Well, one thing I didn't, something Jason said about her Diamond not drinking anymore, I didn't get that connection, but now that makes perfect sense. So you said, do I think that she was gonna try to assault her the same way that she did Diamond?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did seem like she was grooming her. For sure. Like we did see that. I guess it's kind of different because like I felt like she was so rude to Diamond. So the way that she was much nicer to Ebony. So I don't know if she was just trying to recruit Diamond with no intentions of assaulting her and she just took advantage of it. So I think I got the sense that she was probably more so trying to groom her and maybe like try to turn her out than just straight up assault her. But I do think that she had some sort of like negative intentions. But I don't think that she was trying to try to assault her, because I think that with Diamond, it seemed like that was more so she just took advantage of her. She was drunk and she had the opportunity. Now, if Ebony got drunk, then she probably definitely would have taken that opportunity. But I don't think that she was like trying to get her drunk to do that. I think she was just trying to groom her to turn her out, is what I thought.
I think she was.
Right.
I think it was more of a pimp, like a turn of trick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I got in that situation. But it also was close to Diamond, and this I couldn't get this bitch, so I'm gonna get her, and it's gonna make her come, or she gonna submit
Right.
in this situation type thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a
Because,
pimp, a pimp
because
to a hoe.
like, right, because earlier in the movie you have her friend that's the bartender, and she was just like, you should have never told them that Ebony was your cousin,
Dashiki,
because that could definitely. You said what?
Dashiki.
Sure,
Mm, mm,
but
mm.
I'm a. Am I missing a joke?
Mm-mm.
I am. Oh,
No, you're just not black.
oh shit! I was today years old when I found out, but she kind of just basically told him like, you should have never told them that Ebony was your cousin, because now they coming at her probably harder than they would any other girl that was new to the club. They
But
just like, oh
also, my bad, Jazz.
no, you good? Go ahead.
But also with that though, but again, why bring her cousin into all of this? Like if she can't tell people that this is her cousin, if she had been sexually assaulted, like if it's possible that like Ronnie would do that again, like why even put her into this situation? So like more and more, I'm just scratching my head at like why she brings her here.
She was
I
she
guess
23, 24, man. We
making
all
money.
That's come on now. That I mean, I'm not sure if I would have done that at 18.
you
Like just
never you never been in like a sketchy situation and you knew it was gonna be sketchy before you got there. You were just like, man, we just gonna risk it.
if I'm with my boys and we already together, that's one thing. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to bring a nigga to be like, oh, I'm in this sketchy situation. Let me call all my niggas so they can be in this sketchy situation too. Like that's kind of wild, and that's like what Diamond did. Like she knew this situation is sketchy, so oh, my cousin who I need to protect, let me bring her too. This chick that sexually assaulted me, let me bring her around. Like
Yeah,
that's a crazy lapse in judgment.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
to me, I feel like it's kind of bad writing, because realistically, I'm not sure, like,
Oh
unless
no,
she just don't give
there's
a fuck about her.
oh no. At 23, 24, I'm telling you, that's a reoccurring story of people putting people in bad situations or a situation that didn't go that well for them and they still put somebody into it. That's a reoccurring story.
Man, that's like I get if like sometimes things just happen, you make bad decisions, but it's almost she willfully did that. She was like, I know this is a bad situation. I'm gonna put her there too. It's like almost like if I got some food that made me sick and I'm gonna give it to someone too. Like that's kind of how I looked at it. Like it was just like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh, and maybe like her age, maybe I'm being too harsh. But to me, I'm like, damn, like she being a bad cousin in that regard. Other ways she was good, but just in that regard, I thought she was kind of bad. But maybe I'm being harsh though.
Yeah, I this sound like a hard ass cousin right now. Like, that's
But this is the
crazy.
thing. But I'm not. But this also, I'm not
But
gonna put my cousins in that situation though. Like, yeah, I might be hard on them, but like we know I'm not gonna put them in some bullshit though.
so if you had a cousin that was like struggling,
Uh-huh.
would you suggest that they make an OnlyFans if you thought you could probably make some money off of that?
Stop. That's a wild question.
That
No, like, would you support them? Would you be like, you know what? We
no.
got a spare bedroom. You can get your OnlyFans popping. Like, you can make some money off of that.
So they
By doing
also
what? By doing what?
Look, I don't know what OnlyFans product be out there, Jason, but I'm just saying,
They
like,
be cooking. They be cooking on OnlyFans
you can
sometimes.
do a lot on OnlyFans outside of just like
right,
sexual stuff. It started off not
right.
even sexual.
So there you go. Like, would you try to have them like just go ahead and make your OnlyFans and doing stuff that, you know, lessen the people of gifts that God gave you?
Like you asking
Make
me
that
what I like
money. Don't let it
make you? Like, are you asking what I recommend it, or would I just like let them stay with me while they're
Yes.
doing it? Which one?
Man, ain't no
Would you
way in
recommend it?
hell.
Would
No
I?
way
Nah, I wouldn't
in
recommend it. Nah, I'd be like, get your ass a job.
hell.
Indeed,
I look at it like this: when you got an OnlyFans, where are you going to promote? Where are you going to promote that content? Like you can't just be on OnlyFans putting the content on there. How do you promote
Oh, they be on Twitter,
OnlyFans?
dog. You ain't never seen
No,
them? They be under them posts, bro.
I
Nonstop.
I I know, but I'm saying like
Fucking panhandling.
when you start when I talk to my friends, like it's
Mhm.
like so when you start selling the when you get on OnlyFans, how are you gonna promote this? You want me to share it on Facebook for you? Like what you you want me to put it on my Instagram? Like what you like what do you want how are you going to promote this? I know how random people do
Yeah.
it, but like how are you as my cousin, as
Oh,
my
I see what you're
friend?
saying.
How are you gonna sell your pussy? Like how are you gonna do this?
I
Like
mean,
how are
shit.
you
You gotta, I mean, Twitter. I mean, honestly, just do what everyone else has done. Just be Twitter, Instagram, Reddit,
man,
Pornhub.
some of the people that got some of these people that got OnlyFans, they be kind of secretive about them. Like it's this one girl, um, you know, uh, you know that girl. Damn, it's kind of crazy, but it's she sent it to me. You know, on Twitter, you know the
Uh-huh.
girl they be playing basketball. She be killing niggas all the
Yeah, I know what
time.
you're talking about.
Yeah, she got an OnlyFans, but
Oh,
like
what?
she don't. It's not like like I don't see her promoting it, but she got one. But then one day she said something, I was like, huh? Like, oh, okay. It was too expensive for me to buy because I typically buy a month to see what you got going on, like what's happening, what you doing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I've supported, I
Okay.
supported some of my friends, and they only fan content. Like it just,
Okay.
I'm just that's why I support. I won't support no niggas. I'm sorry.
Nah.
I,
Only buying OnlyFans, not personally for me, but I was actually having that conversation in another group chat about buying OnlyFans. It's not my thing, but shout out to the people who do support. But as far as like keeping it a secret, that seems like it's defeating the purpose.
it
Like
does.
you kind of do need to promote it, and you need just like you would a business. Like you gotta like tell people. If I don't know you
Well,
selling it, how are people
wait.
gonna buy? You know, so you kind of do. But then,
So,
well, go ahead, Jazz.
so like, wait. If so if they create a OnlyFans and then they have like create a new account on like Twitter
Mm-hmm.
and they just start promoting it from there to where nobody that they knows that they have an OnlyFans.
Them
Is
pages,
that fine?
them pages don't never get off the ground.
Yeah.
You
But you
got two
don't know that
you
though.
got yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. Not
So you mean to tell me
let me say not in my circle. Let me say that. Not in my circle. Them OnlyFans never get off the ground. But
Oh,
look, I'm
sure.
saying like
so
Yeah, that's got to be humbling. Like your shit don't get off the ground. Like your shit, nobody want to see you. I think about that a lot. Like you selling your shit and like nobody's buying it. That's got to be humbling as fuck. Like you got to get back on Indeed. Like when I be seeing, because no disrespect, I see some chicks are OnlyFans, and I was talking to my boy about it, and I'm like, man, she ain't got no business on there, respectfully. Like I just don't know who the market is for. He was saying that, like I'd be surprised, but respect,
who's in the market
yeah,
for their
bro.
pussy?
I
I don't get
seen,
it, bro.
but during COVID, it was a lot of chicks who respectfully had no business with an OnlyFans. Like for real, come on now. So I was just thinking that, man, like that's got to be wild. Like I'm just imagining if I get an OnlyFans and my shit not selling, I'll be very humble. That'd be embarrassing.
so you wouldn't think it's because you're not marketing yourself well?
I mean, but imagine you got like an amazing marketing plan that's still not selling. It
If
might
it's
just
not
be you.
successful, then that means it's not amazing, Chris.
But also though, but like so if I have a sneaker and I can have an incredible branding strategy, business strategy, all that. I'm not in business, but if I have a great marketing plan, but at some point you have to have a product that people want. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You need something. If I'm dropping some food that's
Right.
trash, niggas ain't gonna buy
No,
it.
but my thing is the only way you know something is successful or that it works is because it's successful. So if I create a product that I want to have you lose weight and
Uh-huh.
none of my people that are on that product loses weight,
Uh-huh.
that means regardless, I
Uh-huh.
didn't do a good job with that product because nobody, like, I didn't achieve my goal. So if you create an OnlyFans and you market it and nobody's coming, did you market it well? And I think the only way to really actually gauge that is if you share your marketing plan with somebody else and they succeed to where you have a comparison to where
Jazz, let me ask you this. If you made an OnlyFans, how would you gauge the success of your page?
for me, I would say how much money I made.
Okay, so if you made an OnlyFans, how much would you charge subscribers?
Jason. All right, so if I made a this is crazy. It's kind of fucked up because we had this conversation earlier this week, similar with you motherfucker. So for me, if I made OnlyFans, my product would be my legs, my feet, my legs and my feet.
That's it.
Yes.
No, you're not selling.
Yes.
Bro. It's not selling.
What you mean?
How much?
There's people out here that buy. Like pictures and all that.
There are people
now,
that do that.
I'm not charging like $40. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
No. That's crazy. No.
You can't for that. Not for legs and feet. You better put some ass in there.
Even for fully nude, like it'd be like
that's kind of crazy.
More than 20 is like kind of a lot for per month. That's kind of a lot.
I remember somebody's about to send me $15 for a 3-minute video of me walking around in heels with my feet out.
Did you get that 15? I get that 15. What are you at?
So it's people out here that love feet.
Yeah,
it's a market for that.
It is. I mean, but so if you had what would you pay for your what would be your subscription?
You mean fee charge?
Yeah. How much would your fee for people to come into your page?
I guess I would have to think like how much am I dropping material for them to see? Because I want to make sure like they get what they came for. So I probably do like let's see, for my folks, like $7.89 a month.
That seems reasonable. That's like typically the prices I see. Now I don't buy, but I see the girls.
Yeah.
I see the advertisement.
That's the cost. So that's the cost. So that's the cost, right? Mm-hmm. That's $7.89. So what is success? How would you gauge the success? Is it just that if you could just get one $8 subscription?
Like from that month, I would say for me, like if I can get Chipotle with chips and steak, then I succeeded from that.
So just like 2?
Yes.
2 a month?
For like feet and legs?
A month?
Hell yeah.
2 a month?
Listen.
Damn,
but that's just like I'm not like putting much dedication into that. Which is why I haven't started selling toe feeder shit, because I could have did this shit 4 years ago.
I mean, you could have been ahead of the game, but you can't let the game.
I could have,
The game is it's an influx of toes and feet out there with pussy.
Right.
So you gotta do something different now.
Look, you gonna get graphics.
Also, got to keep in mind like followers too, like the number of followers you have. So like if you don't have like a big following, it's gonna be hard to sell because you have to think about how many people are potentially gonna buy. Then like how many people are going to follow through. So you really do need like a big platform. So it's random. I was reading an article during COVID to where like OnlyFans had kind of gotten oversaturated just because I guess people were laid off. So we're like trying to do it, but they were trying to hop into a game that was already saturated with that, not that many followers, and it wasn't panning out. So I really think like having like, you got at least 1,000, I would imagine, and up, the more the merrier. So you definitely need like a big platform to be able to move it like that. And make consistent income. Like if you're just cool with getting a couple of subscriptions, then whatever, But I guess to like have like a income that makes it worth it. I mean, I would imagine you need a big following.
Yeah. So my dedication in that whole thing is not there. So
I can definitely. I think I can definitely help get a OnlyFans where it needs to be at. If y'all need a manager, hit me up, Jabron on the track. I get you where you need to be at. You hear me?
Yo, is Shorty who the basketball Shorty? Is her straight?
I wasn't gonna pay the. I wasn't gonna pay the fee. It was too much.
These are good questions.
It was too much to pay for that fee. I wasn't paying.
Okay.
I wasn't paying that.
Jazz, that's a bad question.
It's not, but it does lead us into this question because I know in the movie, Diamond's boyfriend Lance was having an issue with her working at the club. Would y'all date a stripper? Let me go to you first, Chris.
I This is gonna sound bad. I could date a stripper before, like maybe like an OnlyFans girl, which yeah,
Interesting.
I probably could actually. I could probably date a stripper. I went on a date with a stripper. I didn't know she was a stripper. Did I know she was a stripper before? She was a stripper. I can't remember if I knew before, but it was very spontaneous, and she was cool. She was real cool. Beautiful girl, very beautiful girl. Not white, because I know you're thinking it, Jazz. I
I
know you thinking
was
it. I can see it in your
not.
eyes through the shades. I can
Did
see it.
she dance at did she dance in white strip clubs?
She danced kind of all over. She would go on tour.
Oh,
Um,
oh, she was
yeah, she would go on
big.
tour. Yeah, she was
Oh,
like
she was
legit.
she
She
was
would go. Damn, I don't want to say 12. Fuck it. But well, she would go on like through the West. So she would just through the West Coast down to Phoenix, Vegas, mainly through the West, but they kind of go on tour. So she at least didn't stay in one place. So the same way like a musician will go on tour, she would go on strip tours.
yeah.
Um,
So, so she was like on her Magic Mike type of shit.
I've never seen that movie, but if he was on tour, then she was
Oh,
doing the same thing.
mm,
But beautiful girl, but
okay,
I could probably date a stripper. Lance was wilding, he was tripping.
okay. Jason, what about you?
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Like at my age today, probably not. Like 10 years ago, maybe I probably would entertain it. But today, I don't think I could. Because I'm not really into strippers.
Mm.
So I really wouldn't be into that. Like her being a stripper. And again, I'm personal, so I want my shit boxed up. Like you can really put on the hijab, you know what I mean? It's some raps. Like, what you doing? Be out here, I mean, I don't want niggas seeing your fingers.
But also to
What
your
the
point though,
fuck?
Jason, I guess like age, because like we both in our 30s. So like
Hmm.
respectfully, like if she was my age stripping, then that might be a little bit of a turn off. So maybe like younger me, because this girl that I went out with, she was a little bit young, a couple years younger. So like 32 stripping is a little bit different than maybe like 25.
Man, unless she like unless she like Mercedes or something. Like if she the boss in the strip. Like if she the boss in the strip world, that'll be a little bit different. Like she, you know what I mean? But it's like, but even then, I don't know. I
Oh
just don't know.
no. Oh,
That'll be kind of wild.
but 30 stripping got to be like 45, like in the civilian world.
You said what?
Like 30 stripping got to be like 45, like for like civilian.
That's what I'm saying. That's a
Yeah, that's
vet. That's
wild.
a
Yeah,
veteran. You almost at the door. Like
yeah, 30 is yeah.
hang them heels up, girl. What you
But then they had the old stripper in a Players Club. She got booed.
tricks?
They booed her like she like an opponent, like at a basketball game shooting a free throw.
Hey, hey, Jamie was wild to be the DJ, bro. They should have been firing him. Dude said, "Boy, it smell like fish in here." I said, "Go get some tartar sauce," but they didn't go to the back and air this bitch out, which makes me wonder. They had
Yo,
like,
Jamie did a good job in this. I liked him a lot.
and I wonder like, cause ass don't, you know what I mean? Ass, you don't look at you literally. Hold
Go ahead,
on.
bro.
Get your words together. Get your words together. Cause you wilding. I feel like you about to ask a wild question right now.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Yo, go ahead, bro.
Like, how long does ass stay fresh?
Ass?
Yeah, like
What you mean?
how long does ass stay fresh? So like when you're at this strip club,
Oh shit.
they in here going crazy. They throwing a pussy on the stage like a bag of ice. Like they dancing with different men. Like how long is they ass? Like I'm just because they like are they like how often you like I gotta go freshen up. I need to
I
go
would have
freshen
hoped
up.
so. They might need to take a little shower because they start sweating.
You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying?
like I just know when I'm like, uh-huh.
I'm just like I'm just curious
It might get
how
a little
long.
scent to it. Just
And
imagine like if you start sweating and then you just stay with it, like you got might get a little scent.
I'm saying
So
because because twerk win is a thing, and like I would hate to have some bad twerk win. I'm
twerk, nigga,
yes.
twerk. Oh God, Jesus,
Wait,
twerk. I ain't never heard that.
you never heard of twerk win?
Hell no.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
gee, oh,
thing. It's a
oh my
thing.
God. It's some niggas that like it though.
I
It's some
yeah,
nasty niggas in the world. I know it's some niggas that like it.
I would want the win to smell good.
Oh,
Like that's
okay.
Yeah, I won't like, I ain't that name,
Y'all nigga said twerk with. I ain't never. Jazz, you ever heard that?
Nope. Nope.
Yo, that's funny as hell though.
I was off of what y'all was talking about when y'all was like, how long does it take for ass to smell a certain way? I said,
Well,
let me jump
Jason
off
do bring
this
up a good
boat.
point though. Because think about like, we like Jazz, we work out, you know what I'm saying? Like you get a little sweat, like, yeah, you might need to freshen up.
Yeah,
I ain't never
like,
think
but
about that because strip club's not my thing either. But so yeah,
And then I wonder
I ain't about,
also, like, like do strippers call out when they got the runs? Like, are you still going to work? Are you still going to work with the
I would hope. I mean, I would hope not. Ugh. Jason,
Hey, hey,
that's just,
I'm just
Jason, you
saying
got a
why.
dark mind.
but that's just like saying there's a stripper call out when she's on her cycle.
Douche,
Not.
Bro,
douche.
like,
I know some strippers that been in
probably
their
not.
Yeah, probably not.
That's like sometimes it could be like 5 days, 7 days. My nigga, that's PTO.
Yeah, I think they just go with it, yo.
Shaq said this PTO. You think a stripper got PTO?
Hell no. It should be though.
She got to pay. I think she got to pay. She got to pay like to be there. She got to pay.
A percentage.
She got to pay a percentage. But nah, man, that'd be crazy. On a cycle though, that's crazy.
Dude, that is kind of wild.
That's crazy. She up there on the stage going crazy. Just had a cycle.
Yeah,
Ew. Ew.
but
The red light
see,
special going around. TLC ain't got
Chad, you
nothing.
killing me with this sign.
listen.
I'm just saying, just a man. Like you
No.
know what? Shout out to women though, man, because y'all are amazing. I don't know how y'all can strip and have a cycle at the same time. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn.
Women can do a lot of things at the same time.
Damn, throwing ass
But
and
yes,
throwing ass and cramps. That's crazy.
that sounds terrible. But yes, so we see Diamond is obviously dealing with things outside of the club. She's getting ready for her, getting fitted for her cap and gown. And we're seeing effects of her working at the club kind of seep into her school life. And so I think the only positive man in this entire movie was her professor, because he wasn't trying to get at her on no sexual level. Mm-hmm. Right. Shout out to Stanley. Nobody's walking in his grass. He just seemed like the positive light from this entire movie on the male side, because obviously her father was trying to be controlling, and then all the other niggas in this movie outside of Jamie. But I'm going to say the professor. I'll probably put him before Jamie, in my opinion. But
easily.
Yeah. So, Chris, like, what did you think about this scene where she's in the line getting fitted for her cap and gown, and you see other students like seeing her in the line and the comments that they were saying?
That's the scene where old boy pulled up with the dollar bills and like threw them at her. I mean, it was disrespectful. I was trying to figure out, how did they find out that was her? Did her ex tell them? Because this is after that she broke up with Lance, I think his name is.
Yeah. It was probably just gossip.
Gossip.
Like, I mean, when I was in college, it was a couple they used to strip together. Like, we knew. I see him all the time when I go to my daughter's school. I was like, that nigga there.
Oh shit.
that nigga there. I mean, he married with children now. He ain't the same person, but shit, when we was in school, that nigga was a stripper.
He was a stripper.
Hmm?
You said he was a stripper?
Yeah, him and his girlfriend. Him and his then girlfriend were strippers.
Oh, they were a couple of strippers?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's okay.
Unique.
Very unique. I mean, but yeah, Jazz. I mean, I thought it was disrespectful. I think old boy, the way he pulled up on her was wrong. But Jason, like you said, I started off in the HBCU, which was like, I think Winston was like 5,000 or 6,000 people at the time. And I would say like news would sometimes kind of go around. My freshman year, there was a young lady who had a tape, and it definitely spread like a wildfire. The tape and the rumors. So I could definitely see that, like how people will find out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did you see the tape?
I did see the tape. I did.
Give us a trailer? Or
you said what? You said like the details? I mean, it was a
No.
sex tape. She was. I mean, it was depending on your definition of a train.
Oh damn.
Yeah. I mean, she
One,
said it though.
as long as it was consensual,
Right.
that's the important part.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
within that,
mean, yeah, it looked pretty. It looked consensual. I mean, I would see her on campus. I mean, she's like seemed like she was just going with it.
mm, well, you know, shout out to sex workers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Luke shows up at the Players Club.
Black booty home.
What did you think about? We got us a cameo, I guess, a celebrity coming through, and then obviously the reaction that everybody in the club when Dollar Bill is just like, push the alarm, all the ladies leave the daggone downstairs and go upstairs and look. What you think about the scene, Jason?
I thought it was dope that they did have somebody of that culture involved with the movie. So it was dope to see that. And it'll be interesting. So in today's world, I feel like that's just a normal thing at the clubs. I don't know how it changes or what's different when it comes to things like that. But yeah, no, it was dope to see. And it was just funny seeing how everybody was reacting, from the owner of the club to the stripper to the spectators in the club. You seen how Clyde tried to pull up and go to I want to go see, I'm gonna go talk to Luke. Nigga, we in a club full of women. What you want to go talk to a dude for? Like, come on now. He being a groupie in that situation. But then talking reckless to the security guard. Like, come on now.
Yeah. How you talking reckless to John Coffey? Like, what you doing? For anybody who's seen 8 Mile, obviously
R.I.P.
not y'all, right? But he get punched in the back of the head, which is crazy. And of course, you got a fight that happens, and then they shoot up the club. Because it's always somebody that wants to shoot up the damn club when everybody's trying to have a good time. Where is security? Are you not patting these folks down when they come in?
I thought they were security. The dude he fought. Or was that just
The
Luke's
dude,
security?
it was Luke's security.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't the
Okay.
club security.
Okay.
But I was just like, what is going on? And so, like, throughout the movie, you have Ronnie planting the seed of like Ebony coming to Junior's bachelor party.
Mm-hmm.
And so we finally get to that. And earlier in the scene, obviously, we have Jamie Foxx's character reaching out to Lisa Ray, asking her, "Can I take you out?" So she's just like, "Okay," even though and I forgot to talk about the scene of where she caught Ebony in the bed with her man, Chris. If you was Diamond in this situation, how would you have reacted?
I mean, the same way that she did. She pretty much kicked him out, pulled the gun out on them. I mean, I think she had like a perfectly normal reaction. To be honest, though, I think that the couple scenes before, when Ebony was walking around with like barely anything on, that should have been the first red flag.
Right.
And the fact that was when I was like, okay, like I kind of saw where that was going. So yeah, but I mean, I think she had a perfectly normal reaction to like her man sleeping with her cousin, and especially with her giving Ebony a place to stay, her looking out for her, getting her a job, like being a support system. I mean, that was a big slap in the face from Ebony to Diamond.
Right.
But that was at the end.
Yes, I'm sorry to cut you up. You got something in the background? Somebody got something on in the background?
No, I don't think it's me.
It may be me.
Okay.
Let me fix that.
He about to go beat somebody's ass. He about to go pull a diamond on the Ebony. I was like, I'm hearing some other audio. What's happening? Now you're gonna hear somebody crying in the background.
No ass beat in that take. So that was just a complete traumatic day. You know what I mean? Like they went from being at the club to the fighting to Ice Cube. I don't know what the fuck he was doing with the gun. Because he was trying to stand up at the same time. Well, that's always super funny. Like he was breakdancing with the gun in his hand, like he was just shooting, and that's how crazy people are. They just shooting the fucking gun up. So club gets shot up. We leaving. They outside. Jamie try to get her number. And she kind of denies him, but she takes his number. So then she goes home. Myron been stalking her for God knows how long to make sure she safely gets home. Which that's like some Joe type shit. Like what did he feel like he was trying to accomplish that night? You know what I mean? He jumped out. Hey Diamond, this is your apartment, bitch. You've been following me long enough. You know it's my apartment.
I don't understand what he thought was gonna happen. He's like, you know how much money I spent on you? I gave you a show, so it's not like you just gave me money. Like
entitlement, man.
He seemed like a weird guy, even from like that very first thing. He kind of gave like the nerdy, socially awkward vibe. Right. So I'm not surprised that he was the one that did that. But yeah, I don't know like what he thought was gonna happen, like by stalking her in the middle of the night after a shooting, and like coming up from behind her. Like this is a terrible. It was really a bad night for Jamie to ask for the number. It was a bad time for Myron to do what. It was never a good time for Myron to do what he did. But they really just have horrible timing to do that.
I mean, but when you think about it, is it really bad? I always wonder, is it really bad timing? I might never see this person again. So is it really bad?
You talking about with Jamie or Myron?
But either way,
Jamie.
They knew where she worked. You're gonna see her tomorrow.
That's not true. What if she doesn't come back to that job because of the shooting? What if she doesn't come back?
But you know how to get in contact with her.
That's literally why that's literally why he tried to get in contact with her.
Who, Jamie or Myron?
But
Jamie, he tried to get her number. He didn't have it.
No, Dollar Bill. He could have got it from Dollar Bill.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't.
Nah, he could have. Nah, if he really wanted to, he could have got it from Dollar.
Man, so Chris, a chick at your job trying to get at you, and she go to your boss for your phone number. You gonna be cool with that?
Well, no. In that scenario, no, it would have been weird. But also, her cousin worked there.
You think so? She gonna get it?
Say what?
You think she gonna get it from her?
Possibly.
Remember, after this situation, she walked in on her cousin fucking her man. So that situation over with.
Well, true, but Jamie didn't know that in the moment.
Right, exactly.
She knew it happened right after.
Yeah. But nah, if I'm Jamie though, I would have like, even if Diamond did quit, you could have asked Ronnie, you could have asked Ebony. Like, man, people would have had.
Look at all the people you trying to get her number from.
Do you want her or not?
I asked her.
Well, but not right after a shooting though.
What different? I mean, she was out there acting like she was a news reporter. She was good.
Okay, true. That is true. Okay, she was okay. That's a good point. She was joking around.
Here.
Okay, that is a good point though. Yeah. So in that moment, they were joking around, and I guess I feel you that after something crazy happened, and then y'all just laughing, and then like it's kind of weird. Like sometimes like something wild happens, and y'all just joking, and it's like this weird energy. So I can maybe see it in that moment to why Jamie was like, "Man, fuck it, we just laughing. Like you only live once." But
he said what she was like. You said if it ever came to it, like you wouldn't get my number. Like I couldn't get it at this point. So is this a good point for me to ask you? Like, you know what I mean? So it was just, I don't believe it. I don't prescribe to that whole, there's not a good time. I might not never see you again. I don't, we at work, cool. But I look at it, I can get real dark when it goes to people being at work and not seeing that person no more. But like, yeah, now it's life too short for me not to be like, let me go ahead and shoot. Because me shooting my shots today, that's not to say, whatever. I can go ahead and count it as a no, or maybe it's a not yet. You know what I'm saying? It could have been anything in that situation. A little glimmer of hope, or it's like, there ain't gonna never be nothing, my nigga. No.
Jazz, you giving a nigga your number after you just been shot at? Or in a space that's been shot up?
Did he try to protect me?
Say what?
Yeah.
What about just a random nigga? Like a nigga, you in the club, get shot up, y'all just walking back. Nigga asked for your number?
Did he try to protect me?
Nah, like he wasn't in the area. Y'all just ran out together.
Did he let me run in front of him leaving through the door?
Nah, I'm saying like y'all in the club, it gets shot up, you run out. Both y'all run out individually, and y'all just like happen to run into each other outside the club. Y'all talking, he asked for your number.
Like, man, that shit was crazy. Damn, you kind of cute.
Yeah.
What's your name? What, you mind if I call you sometime?
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna think he thirsty as fuck. But depending on how he look at, he'll get the number though.
I am thirsty if I want your number. What you mean?
No, but like, no. If if the club didn't get shot up and we didn't almost lose our lives, I wouldn't label you thirsty if you try to get my number. But if we almost died and you like, yo, can I get your number? I'm like, oh, this nigga thirsty as fuck.
If I'm almost dead, that's even more reason to get your number. I might die.
I guess for me, like if I almost died, I'm not processing that I'm gonna give my number to somebody or
Man,
like,
Jan,
oh, that
Jan,
nigga look
Jan,
good.
Jan, shut that up. I promise you,
Nah,
if you were somewhere in a near-death experience,
I've been
you
in an
survived,
experience like that
and
before.
Trevante ass was walking down the street, you know, and he was
You
like,
think I'm gonna
hey,
run up on him?
yeah.
Jason, what kind of person do you think I am? I'm gonna think about my life.
I said you escaped it. You have your life. You're good. Nothing is wrong. You're leaving from the situation now.
But
We're not saying
no,
we
but
in the
knowing how
shootout.
I
It
am,
ain't like y'all in the shootout. Y'all in John Wick position. Some oh shit. You see me in this shootout, kind of crazy, right? What's your name?
actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably give him my number in that situation too, because I'd be like, damn,
Look at
we
this.
about to die.
But she
That's
just said,
even
what kind of
wild.
person you think? She said, what kind of person you think I am? And she in the shootout asking for having
Yeah, that's
this
even
conversation.
wild.
No, if we're in the middle of the shootout, that's cool. But after everything is done, we survived. I'm not going to be like, which other fine niggas survived this?
Jazz, that's backwards as hell. And the
I
shootout,
mean,
you're not trying to survive at all. You ain't getting shot at, and you giving a nigga your number.
no, if he asked for it, I might be like, damn, he kind of cute. We about to die.
Yeah, you about to die if you give your number out in the middle of a shootout.
I mean, that's just like if I'm on an airplane.
Nah, it's over with for that.
Before it, yeah. I'll be like, damn, he kind of cute over there. We out of here.
But if y'all survive, then what? How you gonna handle this?
No, I'm not even gonna. Oh, I wish.
Damn, I thought we was gonna. She gonna send him a text message. Damn, I thought we was gonna die, but since we didn't, this is the end.
We should get to know each other because I thought it was gonna lead this way. No, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought it was super important how they was leaving they was planting those little not Easter eggs, they're planting those little seeds, especially about Junior and how rowdy he gets, and all the women was like basically like, nah, we're not fucking with him. And Ebony was like, yeah, I'm coming. And then I don't know if Diamond knew who Junior was though, because she didn't really say nothing. But I don't know if it was I didn't know if it was like her telling her to tell Ebony like as a like this is a jab, or like, you know what my brother be on, so you better jump in or whatever will happen with that situation. Because I didn't understand why she told her to tell Ebony, and she know they didn't fuck with each other or we didn't fuck with each other.
Yeah, I don't think Diamond knew anything about Junior. I think like other ladies that went to some of his parties definitely knew about him, because when Ronnie asked another dancer, she said, Junior? Oh, hell no. And she was just like, nah, sis, your brother on some wild shit, which kind of led us to believe like, okay, she keeps bringing this up. She's recruiting ladies to come to this party. She's not obviously going to be dancing, and neither is Trixie's old ass. And so it was just Ebony there by herself. And when she rode up in it, them niggas was thirsty as fuck. Like, it was crazy. I felt so bad for her. Like, Chris, what did you think about this scene at Junior's bachelor party?
I mean, what I was just thinking the entire time is that Ebony should have just listened to her intuition. Like, she kept having so many like second doubts, and it was obvious that it didn't feel right. I mean, the fact that it's 2 women and like 15, 20 guys, a bunch of dudes. I mean, that ratio is off. And the fact that she would have been the only one dancing. So it's really been like her and like however many dudes. So that whole scene, I'm thinking like, yeah, she just needs to leave. She just need to say she forgot something in the car and just leave, because it seemed like every single red flag was just like waving, and she just chose to ignore it. But I feel like the fact that Ronnie had pretty much had groomed her, essentially, and like I think Jason made a great point about it felt like a pimp situation. And I feel like that she was able to kind of like coax her into agreeing to some bullshit. And it kind of got me thinking, like, do y'all think this was like the end game for Ronnie? Like, do you think she was just trying to set her up for this? Because like, or like, I mean, I just don't understand like why, like, she even put her into this position.
No, I wouldn't say it was her end game. I think it was just her brother's bachelor party was coming up and she was looking for girls. And half the girls at the club already know how she is and how her brother is. And they was just like, nah, the money that you're trying to pay is not even worth it. Especially being the fact that Ronnie even told Ebony, was like, I'm not getting paid for this. But Junior gave her money before Ebony even got there. So like Ronnie was lying the entire time. Like Ronnie knew. Like she was just taking Ebony for granted and all of that stuff. Like, girl, I got you, you good, all this other shit. And trying to amp her up, like, you need to make this money yourself. Don't worry about them other girls. Obviously, seeing that Ebony was extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But Ronnie was just like, nah, you need to make this money. Like, nobody that's pressuring you to do something that you're not really trying to do is looking out for your best interests.
Facts.
Taking her for granted is, I think that's I don't think that's proper. She manipulated her because, like, you know, taking somebody for granted would be Ebony to Diamond. Ronnie to Ebony was more of a manipulation tactic. Like there was a whole using her because, like I said, she because, like you said, we said she was grooming her the entire time. Like she had it with the white people. She's like, I'm not dancing for them shit, bitch. I'm gonna show you when I'm gonna show you how you do it. This how you get into that situation. I don't recall any other women in that room unless I missed it.
No, it was just them two.
So then now we in the room with, you know, these my people in that situation. I feel like Ronnie got played because Ronnie was somewhat, yes, she did try to coerce her to do something, but she at the same time she was trying to look after her, but she took her eye off the ball when Clyde tricked her to go outside to smoke weed with him. And then Reg, for whatever reason, Ice Cube character had Junior go into that room. And like he lied, you know, we ran train on her. You can get into the room. Like, whoa, it's kind of.
I didn't get that. What was that? That part didn't make sense to me. Why lie about that? It seemed like a set to me. I don't know if that was just that's bad writing. Because why did he do that?
Niggas do that though. Niggas will lie about messing with or dealing with a chick often. Like they do stuff like that. They just like to make them. I see it more so like to make themselves seem cooler or whatever. It's like, I mean, I don't, you know, or like try to deter you from talking to or getting with a certain person. But like in that situation, when you fucking with niggas, in a situation, and we in the house, and it's that type of party, that type of group, that's just what niggas be on. It was like, shit, we are, you know, I already, you know, shit, I hit, sure, I know you can hit, go ahead, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, okay. So is that what he was trying to do? Like he lied and said that they fucked to see that if Junior could fuck?
I don't think it was to see if Junior could, but I think he was trying to pop the train off. I do think he was trying to get a train started in that situation. Like, shit, you go ahead, you go in. But then we started listening, he was like, oh, whoa. That's definitely not what we was, you know, not the vibe that we was trying to be on. So then he even told he even told us sister, he was like, shit, tell Junior, even we know that no means no. And then he left out. I'm like, damn, but you set the shit off. Like, if anything, you should have ran into the room and beat his ass.
Yeah, and that honestly, like that's the scene that really kind of like killed the movie for me. The fact that they just sat there and listened. But now that you're explaining it, now that makes sense because like in it seemed like he was trying to it felt like he was trying to manipulate Junior into raping Ronnie, Ebony, excuse me. So I was just trying to think like, okay, did he plan this? But then it didn't feel planned. And then, but he told this lie. So but you saying they were trying to set them train up makes way more sense than him having this master plan of trying to rape her. Because that's what it felt like when I'm watching it.
Yeah, I think it was more so to try to get the train popped off.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I definitely thought the same thing you did, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
This entire time, I didn't even think it was okay, if Junior started off, then we can come in after him and she be cool with that. Like from this entire scene, I always thought it was they were upset that she didn't go home with them, and he was trying to get back at her. Like,
that's what I thought.
Junior, you go ahead. She gonna let you get it. It is what it is. And I guess him thinking like he's cool with Junior to where he's like, oh, I know Junior gonna try to, if I tell him like she gonna give it up, he's gonna go that distance. That's the kind of person that he was. So that definitely makes me think about this scene because I thought the whole time Clyde's like his character was trying to get back at Ebony and
Mhm.
put her in a situation that was obviously ended up to where it ended up, to where he kind of knew Junior was going to take it to that level, because he didn't
Mhm.
seem shocked when he was leaving. He was
Mhm.
like, yo, let's go ahead and go.
Mhm.
And as if he didn't just hear a rape happen in the
Yeah.
other room. Like, he seemed kind of cool with it. So that's why I thought he was just like, I knew Junior was probably going to take it to that level, and it is what it is, because Ebony didn't give us any like a few weeks ago.
And the fact that obviously his history, like that he was obviously like aggressive with women. So the fact
Right.
that that's why it felt like it was a setup, like it was a manipulation. It just wasn't like explicitly explained. But yeah, I was a little confused on that, like why he lied. But if that's the case, then that makes way more sense. But that was like it just felt a little bit confusing on like the motives, and especially the fact that like it felt very coordinated when Clyde got Diamond to leave, Vonnie to leave. Because I mean, if they were trying to set Von to get the train ran, like, do you think they couldn't have done that with Vonnie present? Like, does she need to be gone?
So right, so so with that, I think it was more so again, like so I can see the retaliation play as well,
Mm,
because they said we're gonna see you, we'll see you when we see you whenever she got
Right.
put when she got out the car. So I can see it that way.
hmm
At the same exact time, and them being in there, like, damn, we can finally get it. So somebody got it, and so I can see it on both sides, like them doing it,
hmm
within that situation. So yeah, nah.
I would say your explanation, Jason, makes for like a much better story. Because like the way that it sounded like Jazz and I took it, like I'm like really like it took me out of it. But your explanation that it was just something that it kind of just went left, I think that's like better writing. I feel like because it just felt like, well, I don't know if it was just like if they explicitly like explained that it was just that it was like a retaliation, then like that would have been bad writing. But just the way it went down, it felt like it was very they were almost like a plot hole to have like that rape happen a little bit. Like he told this lie just because, and then this just happened to happen. But whether it was like him just trying to get the train set up or it was retaliation, now that makes better sense. It's a little bit better writing. I feel like.
But and then also, like, when Ebony came into the hotel room, they
hmm
was like, oh, what's up? Like, what's going on? We about to finish what we started. She was like, hell no.
hmm
And Ice Cube's character was like, who you think you talking to? So it was already some anger there, because they
Yeah.
was just like, we trying to figure out, can we get what we had, what we were supposed to have before your cousin jumped in? And she
hmm
was like, nah, I ain't on that kind of energy. So
hmm
that's why I kind of felt like it was like a retaliation in that scene. And
Uh,
Junior ain't know nothing about it anyway, because he wasn't there. So, and obviously they've been drinking, watching porn, which is
Bruh,
kind of wild.
yo,
that's
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 Like,
kind of
wild.
a room
that
full of niggas and
is
y'all,
that that was a '90s thing. I wonder if niggas still do that, or if niggas in high school.
Uh,
I've never like sat down and you know what I mean, like because I remember on House Party 3, they was at the thing and they was watching porn at the party. I'm like, bro, why y'all watching porn at the like a room full of niggas with porn on? Like that's kind of crazy to me.
I could like maybe before like when porn became like so accessible, like just on your phone, back when you had to like put a DVD in or VHS or like download some shit, then I could understand why like because it was an event, you know what I'm saying? And
Chris,
huh?
have you ever been to this kind of event before?
All right, so okay, so quick story. I was uh I was staying with some friends and I went to go visit them. I was at Jazz, you familiar with North Carolina. I had some friends who stayed in Wilmington. And I went to
Okay.
go visit like some of my homeboys when I was in college. I was 19 going on 20. And I was staying with my homeboy and it was like they had a house and there would just be porn playing on like one of like the rooms. And then we'd be like, yo, who was watching this? Like I would just walk into like a guest room and there would like be porn playing and it was like a movie. So it wasn't in like scenes and like we would turn it off and then leave and go do something and come back in and like it would be back on. And like I was there for 3 or 4 days and someone just like kept having this porno playing. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is doing this? Like it's one of y'all, it's not turning on by itself. But come to find out, it was one of my homeboys whose name I'm not going to say. but one of my homeboys was like playing the porno. Why he was doing that? Like even if he'd be playing it, even when like someone wasn't in the room, but then people would just go in the room and like we just watch a little bit of it and turn it off. But yeah, he was playing a porno for whatever.
Because if I'm watching porno, like what, like if I'm watching, like what's the motivation of watching a porno? Like what am I, what am I being motivated to do at this point? You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, why am I watching this with a room full of niggas? Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a little wild to do that. And like y'all ever seen Jawhead?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jazz, you say that?
No,
With
I
I
know.
think is Jamie Foxx in it?
yeah, he is.
Yeah,
And
Jamie Foxx in it.
what's the
Jake
other guy's
Gyllenhaal.
name? Yes, I haven't
Yeah.
seen it though, but I'm familiar with it.
Yeah,
His
just
new
one of the
movie.
scenes is that they would just watch porn together. But in their defense, they were bored as hell in their defense. So that was like one of like their like outlets. And they would see sex tapes from their girlfriends. And one of the dudes' wives was cheating on. Well, I'm giving the spoiler. One of the dude's girlfriend's wives was cheating on it, and she's sitting in a sex tape of her with the dude. And dudes is watching it, and Jake Gyllenhaal's character wanted to keep watching it.
Yeah, it's fucked up. That's
If
fucked
y'all
up.
were like in the Army or Air Force and you got a video like that, would you continue to watch it?
What's the video again? I want you to explain it, Jazz.
It's your fiance fucking somebody else.
Hell no.
No,
No, Jazz, why
no,
you even gotta ask that?
no. I had to make sure that's what you were trying to say before I agreed. So yeah, no, no.
No.
Would you, Jazz? Would you want to watch your fiance fuck a lady?
No, I wouldn't.
Some people into that though. In open relationships, they into
You got some people, you got some cucks out here. I'm
yeah.
not into it. I'm not into that.
Yeah, it's not my thing either.
Mm-mm.
I know some women that are into watching their dude fuck other girls. So like a female cuckold.
Yeah,
What is it called?
a
I think I
cuckold.
might be mispronouncing cuckold. Cuckold.
Cuckold. Yeah,
But a cuck.
that's the I said cuck, but that's what it is. Cuckold.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that term before.
Oh, really?
You know what a cuck. You know what a cuck is, all right?
No, I'm gonna say
Oh,
no.
really? Oh,
Yeah, it's like voyeurism to a point, to an extent, but
yeah.
it's you in a relationship or involved with somebody and you watching them be fucked by someone else.
Or even just like the
Oh, okay.
idea of them getting fucked. Like you just at home and you just knowing that they're out getting fucked by someone else.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
good
I
on
don't.
that.
I don't practice that ministry at all. But thank you, gentlemen, for educating me. But yes, so Diamond and Blue come to the hotel and they see what happened to Ebony because Ronnie didn't call the police. She just thought, oh, let me go to the club and that could be my alibi. Bitch, we had all these eyewitnesses. Y'all had the hotel in y'all name. I don't know how you thought you was about to get out of this and everything was going to be cool. Ain't no fucking way. I'm calling the cops. Oh, my brother, arrest this nigga. He's out of here. So they obviously called the police, the ambulance to come and help Ebony. And we have our showdown at the club. Jason, this club scene of when Diamond rolled up on Ronnie.
Yeah, she came in there. She stood on business, as the kids like to say. Yeah, she should have beat her ass. This was Craig meeting Devo. Even though in this movie Devo whooped Craig ass, but
Would you say this fight was better?
nah, it wasn't better.
Really?
Hell nah, better than Craig and Devo?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Interesting. What you think, Chris?
I wouldn't say it was. I mean, that fight is probably more iconic, but this fight was like surprisingly kind of intense. Like it was like an action movie for a little bit.
Right.
Like she was whooping her ass. It kind of felt like some John Wick type shit. Like when they just go in hands. Like I wasn't expecting like them to go all out like that. Typically in a movie like this, you just have like a couple of hits and somebody go down. But like Diamond really, when she said she was gonna kick her ass, like she really did.
You can't go through all of that and not whoop her ass. Like you couldn't afford to get your ass beat in this moment.
I thought she
Like,
was at first. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, because it kind of seemed like Ronnie had been intimidating her the entire movie. So it's just like, okay, does Diamond really got them hands?
Yeah.
And We see, yeah.
Yeah, her hair game was elite.
Yeah. Beat her ass, and then obviously Blue is keeping everybody out from coming into the room after she beat Ronnie ass, and then the cops came, scooped her up, and we see in the car like Junior already got scooped up. That's why I'm sitting here like, how did you think y'all weren't going to get arrested for this?
Like she went to the club. So this is my alibi. I've been here all night.
We seen you 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was she didn't think that through. At first, I thought she wasn't gonna cover for her brother at first. And then she just was like, nah, let's just get up out of here. Because she was mad at, hitting him and everything, and so I thought she was gonna like, try to fight him back or whatever. But nah, she was gonna cover for that nigga.
He was trying to get his tapes. She was
His
like,
tapes.
lead up his porno tapes.
Oh,
he was trying to take him with him. But I'm just sitting here like, I don't know. And why did Trix get arrested? She wasn't even at the
At
hotel.
that point I didn't maybe because she just ran with her. That's the only way I can think of within that situation.
Do you imagine hanging with somebody and you not even with them the night they commit a crime and you get arrested?
Maybe it's like
bad.
I guess look at it like shit, she always with her, so yeah.
Yeah. That part didn't make any kind of sense to me. But we see what happened to Dollar Bill. Jason. This final scene with Dollar Bill, St. Louis getting out the car. He said, I'm going to go in there myself. The person who been in the car the entire movie.
Do something to make me feel better.
Which is crazy to tell another grown man that. Like,
yeah, that was kind of wild. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I thought that was Eddie King.
Eddie. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall.
But he in Money Talks for real though. I know he was in Money Talks. But yeah, I knew something was going to happen to the club because it was like Dollar Bill had been on top of his game the entire time up until that last point. He stepped out in the front of the club for the first time. I don't know why he did that. He know they was looking and watching for him, but he was off his game at that point. So he got snatched and never heard of again.
I mean, before he came in, like his girl got locked up, Trix, and he lost one of his strippers, one of his moneymaker strippers too. Hell, two of them, because Ronnie and Trix, so he lost 3 strippers that night.
And a DJ.
You mean to tell, and a DJ? So you mean to tell me you wouldn't go to the front and drink with the bartender?
Really? My life is on the dime. No, hey, that's a loss. What I'm doing, I haven't done it before. Why am I doing it now?
Shit, he really lost 4 strippers: Ebony, Ronnie, Trixie, and Diamond.
Yep. It's kind of hard to say if it's kind of hard to say though. Were they even bringing in money? Hell, and that avenue, he lost 4 strippers, but shit, were they all bringing in money? Was it just Diamond?
Well, Trixie wasn't. We know she wasn't.
Yeah, I know Trixie wasn't. She wasn't doing.
Trixie
she
wasn't.
I love Adele Givens though. I do like one of the cold lines I do enjoy when she said diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yeah, that was a bar.
It was a bar.
Yeah. Ebony, we didn't see her dance, so we don't know if she was bringing in money. And apparently all of this happened in like a month.
It seemed like
this a wild ass month that she had. So we don't even know like she was really working. Like, well, she was there, but yeah, it sounded like just Ronnie and Diamond were the money makers, really. Trixie was just there.
It was also funny. Ronnie them told Diamond they don't say they're not prostitutes. They work at the club until they got to Ebony and they said, you only can make so much in the club. You gotta use what you got to get it.
To get what you want.
Get what you want. Yeah.
One thing I did have a question. Like you had mentioned that she was manipulating. Ronnie was manipulating Ebony, but when she was at Junior's party, but like manipulating her for what though? Like just to make money? Like what was like? I just don't understand what she was trying to do.
She was trying to. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, I was gonna say like she needed to have girls for her brother's bachelor party. Because I'm pretty sure she'd be probably walking around talking shit like, oh, I'll bring all the ladies here and do all of this, like gloating and all of that other stuff. And then she get to the club, like, all right, so which one of y'all coming to my brother's party? And they're like, bitch, your brother is crazy.
Okay. So it was just about the bachelor party. She just wanted to get some ladies
I personally think she was trying to manipulate her into being her trick. Like, I think Ronnie wanted to stop doing what she was doing, and she was going to use Ebony to do it, and she was going to get the money from her. That's how I felt about it. Because, like, shit, the brother had already paid her. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, he should have paid her to bring the girls or the girl to the actual gathering. Then whatever, if Ebony wanted some money at that party, she would have had to make it based on her doing her job.
Right. Man, they had me out here looking crazy. I'm glad Lance came through.
I mean, you know, she went from one Lance to another Lance.
Right. But we get one of Jason's favorite things in this movie. A picture ending explaining where all the characters ended up. Jason, how'd you feel about that? I know you were looking forward to finding out where Ronnie and Trixie ended up, where Junior ended up, where Diamond ended up, like everybody's story after the movie.
Only story that mattered to me was where Reginald and Clyde ended up, and they ended up in the Freaknik, and we shall be there next week. Hello.
Second week of ass. Yeah.
Ass.
But that concludes the Players Club. Was there a scene or anything that y'all wanted to discuss or mention from the movie?
One thing that when I was watching it, like a lot of that music that was played and like how some of those songs even still get played today. That was something that stood out to me, or at least get played for like when I was heavily in the club, late 2000s, like early 2010s, those songs were still getting played. So it just tells me that, you know, I don't know if that's the timelessness of that music, but like it really has stood the test of time for sure. That was something. Also, with this being my first time watching, like there was a lot of scenes in the club, but not like a lot of actual strip scenes. I was expecting like a more not it didn't like, you know, wasn't a good or bad thing, but I thought there would be more like actual scenes of them stripping.
You want to see more ass?
I mean, I wouldn't have said no to it, but I did think it was going to be like a lot more nudity, or just a lot more strip scenes.
I would love to see this movie redone today. It can definitely be done because you got P Valley, but I mean, so just give the characters a bit more depth, give the club more depth. Because like I said, it's called the Players Club, but like kind of like what Chris saying, we barely was in there. You didn't really see, you seen the people, but it was more so because they was reacting to Ronnie or they were reacting to Diamond or them speaking to different people outside of that. Yeah, so I would like to see it done today. I think it could be.
So let me ask you this: like, if they were to make this movie again today,
Melinda character from Acrimony.
This nigga was ready.
Acrimony.
So ready.
This nigga was just locked and loaded. He was waiting for you to ask.
Yeah, Melinda character from Acrimony.
That's who your Diamond's gonna be?
Yeah, she looked just like her for some reason in my head. Like in my head, they look alike.
What's her name?
Well, her name was Melinda in Acrimony.
Acrimony, okay. Acrimony. Let me see. Melinda.
So who? Okay, so I'm assuming she'd be your Diamond. Who would be your Ebony?
Oh, Adriana Alex. Oh yeah. She was in 13 Reasons Why.
Oh shit, she was in it. Okay.
Yeah. And the
my Ebony. I haven't thought about that. I haven't thought about that one. Truthfully, I didn't think about that.
He had Diamond, but not Ebony ready.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I only had Diamond in my head. Like I wouldn't think about. I didn't think about a whole movie off top.
Right. Chris, if you were to make it again today, like who would be your Diamond?
My Diamond, just off of skin complexion, maybe Alexandra Ship. They like have similar complexions, I think, in the ballpark.
She ain't gotta look like Lisa Ray. You could pick any
Oh, okay.
actress.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going like just like okay. Who would be Diamond today? Um, let's go with she has one acting credit that I know of. Let's go with Chloe Bailey. She think,
Okay. Okay.
love to see her in a strip club.
She
Would
can
love
be
it.
she
Would
can be
love it.
my Ebony.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. She could be either one. I guess Chloe kind of gives me the I don't know, like the good, like I don't know, the protagonist. You know, she's trying to make her way out. Like I don't know if she gives me. Well, I guess she could play like the wild child a little bit, the
Like
wild girl.
Kyla Pratt be Ronnie.
What?
My nigga
Yo.
went blast to the past.
Yo, that's
My nigga
crazy.
said Kyla Pratt.
Hell yeah, I
Wow.
love Kyla. I love Kyla Pratt.
Oh yeah, I had a crush on her back in the day.
Still
You
do.
think she could do
Still
Ronnie
do.
though?
Hell yeah.
She young enough? No disrespect. She about 40.
Nah, she 36.
She's 36. Okay.
Yeah,
So
Not
she a
bad.
little.
nah,
Honestly, I think this girl, Adriana Alexis, the girl from Acrimony, I think she could be Ebony.
she could. But she just looked like Diamond to me for
Mm.
some reason. I said, damn, just look just like the girl from I know her from BMF, but that's what she looked like to me.
Well, I guess it'd definitely be interesting if they decide. I doubt they will,
Yeah, I doubt it.
but
I doubt it.
if they circle back.
Ice Cube
But
ain't selling. Ice Cube ain't selling that.
I don't blame them. I
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, it's like a iconic movie staple from the 90s.
Man, please remake that motherfucker. Take it to the because if they do it, I don't think I wouldn't let somebody make it over and it can't go straight to BET, Tubi. You need to go to the movie theater.
Zeus Network.
It got to go to the movie theaters. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, they can remake that motherfucker. Give me the money. Give me some money off of it. It's my entity, my story.
Mm. I wonder how it'll be. I think it'll probably be more heavy handed on the OnlyFans more than the strip club.
I think it'll be, a little bit balanced. Like the strip club because the strip club is still a thing. It's still a very valid thing, but kind of like on
Very
rap
lucrative.
shit. Like that's the word. So just like on rap shit where she was doing some OnlyFans to get that additional money, I think it'll be a way to do that or to break into it.
What about instead of just like a straight remake, like kind of almost like a reimagining to where they do just focus, they transition from the strip club to OnlyFans. So it's
But
like kind of the same concept, but like just a different type.
that'll be interesting to see. A completely you do everything through OnlyFans. That'll be interesting to see.
There
Like
was a movie.
how you get into that.
There was a movie that I haven't seen, but I've seen advertisements for that kind of speaks to that. It was a white movie. It was like a where it talks about like these girls who are like becoming OnlyFans or cam girls, and like shit goes haywire. So I guess
What's the
maybe
name?
that comes.
What's the
I
name of
can't
it?
even remember, dog. If I looked it up, the description, and I'm not sure how good it was. I just saw that like, and it may have even been a documentary actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Well, I'm not. I know that's not a good description, but yeah, shit went sideways.
Mm. I feel like you get the right like folks to write on it and make it more modern day. I definitely think probably being more heavy hand on the OnlyFans side, it could be something. But I don't know. Was there any other scenes that y'all wanted to mention or chat about?
I mean, I guess the very last thing, I don't know why little man kept coming back to work there. Getting cash work every night. This nigga getting tortured and he keep clocking in.
Man, riding for dollar bill, man, I would have cut his ass off.
I know, lying for him, risking his health, getting cigarette burns. Like that was like the only thing. But he was funny though. His character was funny. I thought that was
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, actually, for a little bit.
You thought it was Kevin Hart?
I did. They kind of sound alike.
Nah,
A little
that's AJ Johnson, my boy.
Kevin
Well,
Hart in the 90s, Chris?
Well, that's why I was like, damn. Like I was like, I don't think he was doing things because the first thing that I knew him was Paper Soldiers, which is like 02,
Yeah.
01. And I'm like, damn, I ain't know Kevin Hart was this. I'm like, is that him? I don't think so. But for a little bit, I thought it was. But then I looked it up and I was like, okay, I was tripping.
Nah, that's Ezel.
Mm.
Right.
But that was the last thing.
My neck and my back. Definitely is them.
Smoke up here taking a shit. All right.
Jason, did you have an agree to disagree?
Well, maybe I mean we kind of discussed it within it. Whether we think it was retaliation or was it just them trying to initiate a train? But
Kind
nah,
of open-ended to see. I can see both sides. Like, I feel what you're saying, Jason. I just think that maybe sometimes with stuff like that, I wonder, like, maybe in like a director's cut, if those scenes like are fleshed out more and give it more detail, because like it definitely was open to interpretation for sure. I feel like.
So, Chris, with this
What's up?
being your first time watching the Players Club, was it good though?
Um, looking at it from a 90s lens, then I can see why people would say it was good. So I will say,
nigga said
I'll
the 90s land. Nigga, it's 2024. What the fuck that mean
Right.
today?
I mean, you like, okay, if I'm just,
It's what you feel about the movie,
Right.
brother. Not what
Nobody's gonna
everybody else
bully you.
think.
yeah, I'm gonna say no, I don't think it was good. And
What the
mainly,
fuck kind of question is that, Chris? Like, what you mean? I'm playing.
mainly it was just because like when they just stood outside while she was getting raped, that really is like what kind of took me out of it. And like that was like realistically, I would hope that someone wouldn't do that, but that actually took me out of it. And there were some other writing decisions. I can see why, like in the 90s, that it's like I can see why it's like a classic and why it's appreciated, but just looking at it is like how much I enjoyed it. I can't say that I enjoyed it or that it was good. I'm sorry if that gets my black card revoked.
This ain't one of them. This ain't one of
Jason,
them.
was it good though?
Was it? I mean, it's yeah. Am I saying yeah?
It's kind of tough, dog.
Because it's definitely right there, and I wanna give a yes or a no. Man. So no, I'm gonna say be a no.
Okay.
Outside of Diamond on stage, like I mean, and like some of the funny stuff, like I don't really see a redeeming factor of the movie, like something that would, like if it was on TV, I wouldn't watch it. I would just keep
Yeah, I feel
going.
that. I feel
Like
that.
so,
I thought I was tripping actually at first.
I watch Baby Boy. I watch Baby Boy right now. Like it because it's just that entertaining to me. But this here, no, it's not entertaining. So no, it was not good. Jazz.
Wow. I'm gonna say, was it good though? Yes. And maybe it probably didn't age well. But outside of the ending, the like one of the last scenes in this, of course, what happened to Ebony, remove that. But like, I don't know, like the movie was entertaining to me. Bernie Mac brought a lot of entertainment to his role into this movie. And then you had, of course, your secondary 30 or third characters outside of like the main folks that we were focusing on. But yeah, so
Bernie Mac,
damn.
Bernie Mac in Players Club or Bernie Mac in Friday. Jazz. Which one you rolling with?
I'm doing Bernie Mac in Players Club. Like what? He said it's gonna be trouble. Trouble. Like, what?
Chris, what about you?
Ooh, I feel like I feel like he had a little bit of a bigger role in Players Club than he did in Friday, right?
Yeah.
It is definitely a larger role in this movie.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say Players Club. Like I feel like some of the comedy, in my opinion, was a little bit out of place. But just looking at him, like this is like peak Bernie. Like he was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I just think like maybe in an actual comedy, like it would have been crazy. But nah, yeah, I would say yeah, Bernie and Players Club, like he was one of the highlights for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I'm definitely going Friday Bernie over Players Club Bernie. But I will say I do think this movie was a mixture between his character in Above the Rim and Friday. I do think it was kind of a mixture where it was like serious but also silly at the same exact time. So this was like a mesh of both of them put together. So but yeah.
I'm not mad at
Uh
that.
I'm
mm,
glad that I'm not tripping. for not liking it. I was like, damn, I don't want to seem like a negative Nancy, but I'm 100% with you that like watching it, I'm not sure like if I would be like eager to watch it again. Baby Boy, baby, it's a great movie. Like it's entertaining. Baby Boy, Baby Boy kind of fire, man. That's one of the best movies all time. Fuck it, man. That's a great movie, dog. It's funny as hell. Like when
Huh.
them little kids whooped his ass. That's a great movie. Man. That's a great movie.
And Jazz, you got people's thoughts?
Try to go through these as quick as possible. Shout out to Masturbators, best stripper movie ever. That was DeAndre. Real movie lovers. I've watched this a few times. I liked it. Some scenes were really shocking, but necessary for the story. I consider this a cautionary classic. Would y'all say that this is a cautionary classic? I feel like I've seen a few people say that it is.
I don't know what they mean.
I didn't
It's like
either,
a
so I was
cautionary
hoping.
tale, I guess, and that it's
I
just one
was
of the best movies of a cautionary tale, I guess.
okay.
But I don't really
I
know
mean,
what's the cautionary. I don't know what the moral of the story is actually.
I never wanted to ask anybody because I saw two people say that, and I was just like, maybe if I ask one of them,
Make their
they'll know.
money. Don't let their money make you.
It's definitely a quote that people use a lot. Like if you think of the top 10 Black quotes from Black movies,
Mm-hmm.
that is in there.
And did you
And
pinch the bitch?
ain't nobody here to see you, Otis. So it's a few quotes that's definitely in there. I got a few more. The Price of Wings is a cautionary Black cinema classic.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It had good parts of it, but overall it's okay. My favorite Bernie Mac role, nothing. Shout out to Have You Seen? And horrible acting, but I'ma still watch. I can't say her name, but it was definitely posted on our Instagram. Sorry. And then of course Rumi said this is the only movie where I did not like Ice Cube's character. He was a terrible person. So shout out to everybody who dropped people's thoughts. We definitely appreciate it. We will share it on the episode. But it seems like a majority of people rock with this movie. So, but yes, our Link of Thrones, Chris, you had a large category to choose from. For anybody, if this is your first time coming to the show, our Link of Thrones is where we pretty much mention somebody that was starring in this movie and speak on a project that they have coming up or have been in. So, Chris, since you are our guest, you get to go first. Who is your Link of Thrones?
I mentioned the movie already, but I'm gonna say Charlie Murphy, rest in peace. And he was in a very good, very funny movie called Paper Soldiers.
Oh my God.
He's in it?
Yeah, he must have had a small role, but yeah, he was in that. So I imagine it must have been a very small supporting role because I can't really remember him off the top of the head. But I looked at his credits and he was in that. And that's just a good movie that I would recommend people watching.
Okay. Jason, who is your Link of Thrones?
I'm gonna go with Judy Ann Elder. This was Lisa's mom. Well, Diamond's mom. She was in 7 Pounds.
No. That is Will's movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I am going to go with John Amos. He was in one of Jason's biggest movies that he just loves to hate on. He was in Coming to America. Because
You don't
Jason
like
hates
Coming to
that
America?
movie. He fucking hates it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. He's weird.
No. That ain't it. That ain't it.
Yeah. And he hates the original. I'm not even talking about the remake. But yes.
I ain't even watched the remake.
I know, because you hate the original. But, gentlemen, was there anything else that y'all wanted to add for this episode before we close out?
Nah, that's everything that I had. Thank y'all for having me, per usual. Love being on here.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for coming and chopping it up with us on our 94th episode as we creep up to that 100th episode. We do appreciate everybody for coming, listening, chatting with us when we chat on Tuesdays about these movies. Continue to share, like, subscribe, put people on. We're definitely still doing this every Tuesday. We keeping it consistent, still growing, still trying to figure out better ways to produce, make it. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Jazz, how about you?
Thank you so much, Chris, for joining us. Definitely appreciate you coming in for this episode. Shout out to everybody that listens and watches. Appreciate y'all. Getting ready for episode 100. That's all I got.
Episode 100. But again, it's episode 94 of the Was It Good Though podcast. I am Jason.
And I am Jess.
And we join with I got Chris. Again, we appreciate you, brother, for coming in and tapping in with us on today. But until next time, sis.
Make that money. Don't let it make you, baby. Cheers.
At the end,
You got. I'm sorry, cut you up. You got something in the background. Somebody got something on in the background.
No, I don't think it's me.
It may be me.
Oh,
Let me fix that.
He about to go beat somebody's ass. He about to go pull a diamond on the Ebony. I was like, I'm hearing some other audio. What's happening? You know, you're gonna hear somebody crying in the background.
No ass beat in that take. So